Three, two, one.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the UNCW Esports broadcasts. I'd like to start out by thanking Carolina Games Summit for the collaboration and providing some of our broadcast equipment for tonight. Now, we'll be playing Valorant, a 5v5 tactical shooter with live comms from the Varsity team. I'm pretty excited for tonight. With me, I have Noble at Noble TV on Twitter. How are you feeling, Noble?
I'm good. I'm excited. I think we're starting on Haven. So I believe Haven and Bind, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, excited to watch.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get into things. It's been a really solid season so far. Our varsity team at UNCW, I think we have three Immortals, an Ascendant, and a Diamonds, but they are holding it up at that Diamond and Ascendant. I think that's Brodo and Owen, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm really excited to see some things going on tonight. I know Seeker, that's Kavi, he's going to be at it. I'm expecting to see some really fun entries from him, usually on Rays. Now, it looks like we are starting up in the game now in Agent Select. Now, seeing some quick picks here, we have Breach. Breach is a staple on Haven. It's a really good map for him, so I'm not too surprised to see that being the initiator pick. Although, NCrane, Nick, he normally prefers playing on Stry. Makes
Yeah, I mean,
sense
you've
that he's going to
definitely
Breach, though.
sorry, yeah, you've definitely seen a lot of Breach on Haven, especially with the site clears on C. And let's see what else. I thought they Astra. So yeah, Astra pull Naref on the yeah, Astra's gonna be, especially for post planning, can be really effective. And of course, Neon with how overpowered she's been recently. She's gonna be a really popular pick for her as well.
Yeah, that slide buff that they've given her is insane. I've seen so many clips of just people pulling aces and stuff.
A lot of
And
complaining on Twitter.
yeah, I love a good tech when it allows you to take the skill to the ceiling, but when it's dominant and it's in every game, it's a little rough. It's a hard balance to get there
Yeah.
between encouraging skill expression and not letting something dominate.
I think I've seen a few pros even calling for it to either be banned in into the off season stuff, or just like a gentleman's agreement not to use it. So that's kind of what you're looking at right now with how good she is. And I'm surprised that UNC actually isn't choosing it. They're going to be going with just Jet as the entry.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Now, one thing I'm excited for is I'm expecting binds for round 2. But we just had the map for competitive pool. We just had that rotate. And now we also have had some changes to Sunset. I'm wondering if we're going to get Sunset in on one of these games here.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see. But right now, Haven. By the way, I also want to mention that defense strat, or the defense comp from UC, that is a classic comp. I mean, those characters are all original characters, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, this is like a tried and true. All the things that they can do are things that have existed since like 2020. And then conversely, we've got obviously a bunch of Neon, Astra, all these new characters, but characters that are still sort of experimental, especially Neon, like we've said. But I mean, I'm curious to see how they'll default. Maybe they'll just bum rush every site, because they absolutely can do that with Breach and the Neon. It's really going to be on UNC to kind of maybe be a little bit more aggressive in those early rounds, just try to push back that Neon, not give her so much room. But we'll have to see. It's really going to be, yeah.
We're going for a pretty standard defense here as well. 2A, 1B, 1 Garage, 1C. Nothing too surprising here to start out with.
They've left B open. B is one of the easiest to retake, especially with Breach, and they're going to be leaving it fully open, focusing mostly on the edges of the map. Breach is kind of in that off angle, waiting to see if they can catch anybody, but it's going to be over towards C for now, at least.
Now we see our KJ creeping up through Garage, executing onto site. Looks like Cypher's here, caught out in the open. All right.
4v4 on site. Cypher's going to be taken down as well, and it's a 3v3 on site. But look at that Astra. Look at that Astra. At least one, maybe. Yes, gets traded. So it's now advantage attackers, and now the attackers become the defenders.
All right, they're getting the point on. Kavi's back here looking, not planting for C1, planting for Garage control. Just playing out of Garage, keeping it really safe here. Now we're on to Owen, and he loses it to Astra here. That was a very quick execute. Giving up that Garage control early on surprised me.
It was a split, yeah. No, I mean, they had the Cypher on site. I think they were expecting those trips to do work, but it's just that Neon, man. The Neon really makes it really difficult to react with just how quickly the pace that she has is I play Cypher and obviously it's ranked, but it becomes really difficult. And so you can actually see, I think he's going to put the trips a little bit further up. That might be a cam. I'm not sure, but that's what I expect from UNC to really try to, force the fights early rather than just kind of sitting back on site and giving the advantage to Neon.
Yeah, going for that really aggressive cam. Seeing 3 there. Pretty solid. That's going to be a C push here. Hearing the Astra Stars drop down. You see Omen moving over. Breach taking garage control from Omen. Neon getting that early execute on.
It's good stall, though, from UNC.
Absolutely. All right, and you see Neon throwing up the wall, trying to get further into sight, taking control. And that right there, getting a 3K that early on, that's going to swing the rounds in their favor. I'm not feeling it on UNCW. Losing?
Yeah, it's to be expected. Definitely, obviously, going to be the eco round for UNC. So nothing too crazy so far. Big thing for the attackers is definitely just not lose as many guns. I think I did hear a fan. I think someone did force it up, so they definitely want to just chill out a little bit. Maybe if it was ranked, they just run in, but you never know.
Well, it's like they went for full guns this time. 3 Bulldogs and a Spectre. Surprised they didn't go for the 3-2 split on primaries versus secondaries, but it looks like they are not worried about Kavi going here for the retake. They know that he's not going to try it. And they're just playing it really passively from C-Long. Neon kind of creeping up the middle here. Wondering if we're going to get a quick 1v1 right before round finish.
Ooh, okay, both died. That sort of helps UNC a little bit. Obviously, one less gun. It's not the biggest advantage, but obviously you're going to be seeing a full buy from UNC this time.
Yeah, looks like they lost one of their Bulldogs. The double whiff from Kavi.
So another thing is that Breach. Actually, let's see. Cypher is putting that. Yeah, so that trip is going to go. It's going to be left alone on B main. If I had to guess, yeah, that trip's going to go down. And so this is a super common tactic. You leave B main or B site completely alone, and you fully play for the retake. Although I think they're actually going to be playing for mid a little bit here. Yeah, it looks like it. At least force a little bit of pressure with that KJ turret. That's very common again. Oh, but look at the track play. Look at that Breach. He's got his stun out. I think he's going to use it just as he hears.
Nick is ready for it on Breach. Getting that stall going. KJ is lurking up garage. Surprised to see her that far out. Looks like they might be rotating to B after this.
Yeah, no, this is really good from the attackers right now. They have a lot of space in mid. Omen's going to be trying to see if they can clear it a little bit on the UNC side, but that KJ, he sees the turret right in front of him. He's just got to wait. He hears everybody rotating away from C. Now, to respond, the attackers go towards C here.
All right, we hear some Astra Stars dropping down. KJ keeping that garage control. Looks like they're now going for the full C execute. UNCW is making it just before they are, but they're both competing to just hold this space here, try getting it from each other. Cypher going down here, and just like that, 2 drops. Nick dropping it down to 1 person left, and UNCW taking the first rifle rounds.
That was really good from both teams, but definitely, I honestly think the attackers, they had a chance. That was a little bit dangerous from UNC, just of how deep that KJ was. She could hear everything, all those rotates, that Omen, as well as I think the Cypher. She knew, and that's why they left A site after that initial hit.
They knew that C was going to end up being clear.
Yeah. No, I'm really curious again to see. So UNC is just going to continue to do that 203 setup. No one on mid, especially except for maybe that Breach to kind of react to that trip if it does get taken down. Oh no, never mind. Jeff's going to join him. Well, it might be a little bit aggressive.
And the Jiggle Pete's going on. Sova and Omen dancing here on C. Rest of them pushing up B. Probably could go through garage to C most likely, but they might shake things up, go for a full B push until I see the defense that UNCW has set up there. Jet going down in middle. Let's towers there. Breach, get in the trade there. Things are pretty even. Looks like they're more going for a straight C-Long fight, leaving Brodo just chilling there. We'll see if he's going to be able to buy some time for UNCW to get that rotate going.
Well, here comes that Neon once again. He's going to go in. Oh, BTB's behind. Can he at least get 1? He gets 1. Can he get the second? Just 1, at least 2. Never mind. 4. Oh, 3. Yeah, 3. God. Beautiful play from Brodo.
Yeah, getting that TP behind them, getting that 3K, that is excellent. One of the coolest things about Omen, one of the controllers I have to pick up is just the sheer flank opportunities you can get with that TP.
One thing is that you actually can't hear. You can obviously hear him TP, but you don't know the direction. So that's why it seems obvious, but that's why the attackers couldn't actually find him, and not
He
perfect.
could have
saved it.
gone on top of bots in front of him, on top of the pillar
well.
near entrance.
Absolutely.
All right.
A lot of
Going
mid
for that.
out from the attackers. Ooh,
Looks
Jet.
like they're
Oh,
trying to
TT
take
baby
control of
gets
grass
one.
here.
Secure, nice.
Kavi getting
Let me
that
trade it
early
back,
kill,
though.
taking that control, but losing it. Rampant was scared to take Garage here. It's a tough thing to take without util. Breach looking to cast into it, and we got our Cypher holding it down.
And they're waiting around. They don't actually have. I did see a Deagle. They do have a Phantom now, so if anything, they can maybe group up. Obviously, you want to have that group plays, just group shot those pistols, but it's still definitely in the hands of UNC right now. Absolutely, Cypher should be able to see them on that cam on C. It's gonna be an easy shot for them.
Waiting for that util to go down. Engage on this fight.
Careful,
now we have a
Cypher.
double swing here between Philo and our Omen. Getting the Cypher off is going to be huge. Cypher off.
Absolutely. That's 3v3 now, and it's still advantage UNC. They can still just play kind of calm, but the longer this round goes without anything. Oh, there we go. Owen able to take one out, but he's traded off immediately.
Owen getting that kill in middle. They're going to go for that quick execute back to A. Brodo getting that TP back to tower. He's going to see him before they get there. Hopefully get that pick off on the
No, that was a big TP. At least it would have been if it was an easy kill, but unfortunately for Brodo. Oh, another TP. Can he at least get one here?
Oh,
gets one, but it's actually from NCrane, and Brodo finishes it up.
That was nice. Getting that heaven control is good. It would have been so nice if you could pick off that neon there, but just not coming through. Smoking down, taking control on top of bots there, though. Got some good plays from UNCW here.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, though. I still... It's interesting because that was UNC's anti-eco, so attackers definitely... that was a great round for attack here. I mean, obviously they didn't win, but 3 rifles taken out of the hands of UNC. So at least
with
that's a
how
little bit
close
of
that was, considering they were on an eco, I would take that. Now it looks like we're having some util going straight off the bat with Breach here on Nick, trying to get that delay, giving time to the rest of his team to start rotating over. He hears them.
Yeah, full retake coming out.
Yeah, completely dodging the Breach ult. They were ready for it. Getting the kill through the smoke. That's what I like to see from Owen. Shot darts to deny the plant. Got some good util coming through. UNCW is just waiting for the retake here.
That's going to stall quite a bit, though. They still have that Sova. They want to play back. They can. Sova, you can see him running away. Now the retake's going to start coming out.
UNCW dropping quick as they peek through that Astro Ball. It is great to zone and just clear out space, making it really tough for UNCW to get this push here. Now, it looks like their Sova is playing for lineups here. You know, I used to play Viper, and back when I knew how to play, I loved playing lineups from that same spot.
What? Owen, to your left.
I'm amazed right there. You could not have a clearer picture on where their Sova was, other than a bright red line, and he doesn't clear his corner. I'm not sure what happens right there.
I think he thought he was A main, but he is going to be kicking himself for that. I mean, it would have just been, obviously the round was over, but it would have been a nice little kill for him, a little ego boost, but unfortunate for that. It happens to the best of us.
And we did a quick pick on too. Hey, it's unfortunate. Sometimes you make those small mistakes, and you can recover from them, but they can quickly add up.
Yeah, that's obviously the mental aspect of it. Obviously, want those. Even obviously, everybody says the eco frags, but they do add up. The confidence definitely helps.
So we see the Breach Shield Till go down on Owen on main here, but we also have Kavi pushing for that control there on grass. They're going for that same defensive, take control middle, probably into a C execute. Nope, rotating back down to A. We just have Owen here holding control of sewers, hearing the stars drop. Nick's going to be here in just a moment. Looks like he's going to take control of sewers and the blinds. Unfortunate.
Owen's aggressive. Unfortunately, it didn't play out there, but a lot of info given, and it's still a 4v3 for UNC.
You didn't catch people off guard. Nick waiting for his team to get there for the retake off his util.
Now that's going to make it a little bit more even now. Even odds once again. Bomb is planted. That's going to be a lot of stall right there coming out from UNC and taking down one. And it's going to be 3 kills for Kane. Can he get the final one? Breach on breach action.
Nick's in a tough position here in that crossfire, but he's able to get it down. Now the enemies, they're still playing for lineups. I don't know if Nick's trying to be able to pull this off. Kane looking about swinging here. if both of them swing at once, I don't think Nip can pull it off. Nip
It was
going for the.
winnable.
He was trying to take this one so that he could take away the advantage of the 2v1 there, but it was not it. He did his best. It's tough, low util. Sorry, Hugo.
Sorry. No, he played it well there. I mean, he obviously tried to separate them a little bit. Obviously, a little bit of luck is always needed, but I mean, it's still not much better than you can do that. So not bad at all from NCrane. Beyond that, Sova ult up. Neon's going to be close as well from the attack side. And they're continuing to do that kind of we'll call that 2-0-3 split, because they know they haven't even hit B once, I believe. Now it's maybe looking a little bit more tempting, as look at all that aggression from UNC onto the A main. Look at all the information they have.
Yeah.
We stalled out in A main, but that's a really good start from UNC.
Okay, getting that lurk that deep early on is incredible. B's just a really tough site to hit because both teams can pincer you right in the middle. Getting that crossfire going,
Absolutely.
you need a lot of util to take that site.
And they fully left, well, not fully left, but C still kind of on the back foot for UNC. They've left it a little bit alone, thinking that I mean, they have the correct read, unless it's going to go into a split, but it's definitely looking like B here.
Now you see Kavi and Nick lurking up, trying to get into Nest there, take full control of it. Owen just trying to hold out, keep territory when he can. Now UNCW, if they play this off right, they're going to be coming from 3 sides on site. It looks like it's pretty strong for UNCW, down to 1 from them. And we get it with the Phantom. Easy. Now, Kane being able to take it from a 3v1 or a 4v1 there, getting it down to 2 on UNCW, great eco if UNCW didn't start that round with deagles.
No, I think UNC won that. That was their eco, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it was three sheriffs, 2 classics. Getting that turnaround is insane. Kane doing what he can there, getting those 2 kills near the ends, but not enough to take the rounds.
They've also got the Sova util or the Sova ult up now, and so if anything, they can even more play for that retake on B site. But this time they're holding it. I'm sure what is that that's a note in his hands. Not going to catch anybody, but good attempt from him. A site's going to be very heavy now, but the Cypher's on that site. It's going to be Phylosium.
Yep, playing with the Odin. You love to see it.
He's going to have a lot of info. Neon immediately running out, but he's going to be taken out of the play immediately. UNC in control once again.
Philo and Kavi out here playing to get trades, and they end up taking out both of the people on A main. That is a very, very strong pick from UNCW.
Bomb is on the side as well.
Yeah. Getting bomb down? You know that's not a fake when you see bomb drop.
Picked it up now. They got to do something. Yeah, so generally, when you are down in manpower here, you want to try to take a risk a little bit. Maybe you kind of have to. There's that off play in mid, and I mean you kind of have to go for that if you're the attackers in this situation. There's not much else you can do. They're going to go back towards A in this case, but
you see they're trying to fake out that rotate and then creeping back up. UNCW is starting to slope towards B. They know it's not C thanks to Omen that far, that deep. Looks like they are about to execute onto site.
Easy.
And then we see Philo getting that kill through the smoke. That's the second time we've gotten killed through smoke in heaven in the last couple rounds. They've been holding it down up there.
It's a super common spot for gets another one as well. New finally able to make it a little bit even for him, but should still be easy for UNC if I had to guess. Getting flanked as well, and there it is.
Got that crossfire down. Getting those blind kills from heaven, 2 of them. That's fantastic. Engaging off your util.
It's a lot of control from UNC as well. You can see that they were very passive. They knew that who's that Brodo was deep up C. They had kind of control the map. They didn't want to give him anything too crazy. And so far, even though it is obviously 5-4, if I look at it from now, hopefully I'm not too biased, but UNC I would say is a little bit more in control of the map. They obviously had that eco to kind of bolster the confidence a little bit. But it's not impossible. You can see that they're still sticking with that one trip mid, and it's working out for them. And they're kind of playing around it really nicely. Where if they do see someone mid, they kind of collapse on it, like you said, that pincer movement. And that op now is going to give them even more options.
Kavi is going to go for that early pick on C. As soon as he sees someone, try and get someone on C launch. They have strong C control here. Trip and garage, and then 3 on site. Now it looks like our Sentinel Cypher, he's going playing off site. That's Elliot there. Waiting for the lurk up to B. They're going straight for that rotate. Seeing another B execute did not work well for them last time. Neon taking that early space, getting in. getting that pick off Kavi through the smoke.
And the kill's starting to come out, and somewhat in the favor, at least positionally for UNC NCranes, makes it even better for him. He gets a second as well.
Absolutely. Nick taking that 2v1, getting 2 down, while Kavi gets a third. It quickly went from not in UNCW's favor to them having a strong chance, and then getting the killjoy down, using a Bucky. I was really impressed that UNCW was able to take that back. It wasn't looking too good for them there at first.
Yeah, for a second, it was definitely kind of touch and go. But yeah, B-site's just kind of like we're saying, the pincer's a little bit too. It's difficult to deal with, and so you have to either full commit to the hold on site, which usually means some sort of ulti on online, or you're gonna fully fall back, which is kind of playing a little bit more for guesswork with the spraying through the smokes and stuff.
Absolutely.
Either way, yeah. Like I said, yeah, it's in control. This should be hypothetically a guaranteed round for the attackers. By the way, they got Sova, Killjoy, and Breach all. This should be easy, but you never know.
Yeah, Breach for that entry and gaining space, and then KJ for maintaining it. They should be able to take this round pretty easily. I'm excited to see if we still got Kavi on the op, and then Owen on the Odin. Getting that early pick off, gonna be huge. Getting that kill in grass, and then they're quickly just going to A.
A little bit of luck, though. A little bit of luck, though, from the attacks. He didn't get anybody with an op, so unfortunate that obviously Neon's out of the play, but at least they still have that breach ult just in case they do want to enter. It's going to be a killjoy ult this
and
time.
You see UNCW, they're preparing for that breach ult and for that KJ ult. They're giving that territory, trying to play for the retake here. They knew it was coming, but they're still going to make Rampino commit to that utility.
Lance about to go down. A little bit of shockies does hurt him a little bit, but this is definitely not impossible for. This is not a free retake for UNC at all. Those ults still available for the attackers.
Got 2 hell bombs down, playing off util, getting that breach ult, and we see 1 kill in the breach ult, but not getting 2. UNCW has full site control. Sova playing for the lineups today. Astra and Soars. Kavi going to losing it, but Owen getting the trade there.
Will Owen find him this time? He does. There you go.
Yes, Owen, the Jewel of Sova is able to take him out.
Does he have time, though? Does he have time, though? It's going to be close.
Ooh. 0.24 seconds away from detonation. That was real close. See, I think their Sova's playing for shock dart lineups because there's no reason to play with your ult right there other than it being a defensible spot. But
they did almost everything right. They had it, even though again they were I think a 3v5 in one situation, but they played it with the ult. Unfortunate that he got caught out, or I guess unfortunate for the attackers that he got caught out by Owen. But no, it's a good read. And this time, obviously, Owen saw him in front of him, and so
absolutely
it was a controlled game. It was a controlled post plant, but it was UNC played that well.
Going for the early wallbang attempts, not seeing anyone in nest. Got Breach and Kavi looking here to use his util for engagement. You see him charging that concussive blast a moment ago. Getting the jump peak. Looks like they're thinking about a rotate. They got KJ lots down in mid. And through the blinds, KJ getting that kill on Kavi in knives.
Yeah,
and then Nick going down as well. If they rush, they can get full B control and make retake from UNCW much more difficult.
Yeah, a little awkward in a minute, but the retake is going to be... Oh, they're going towards A. That's brilliant, actually. Very smart. But where that... Oh, okay, I thought it was going to go towards A. But it's going to be a just 3v5 retake, looking like a 7-5 half if I had to guess. But especially with that Astral online, and UNC would have to... A little bit of a miracle from here, but I mean, it's never impossible.
Astra's going to lock it down and require a lot of util to get through site there. And we see one of them's up in heaven, Neon.
That's big.
Brodo trying to get those wallbangs early on, getting the double kill there in nest. That might be what UNCW needs to take the rounds here. And just like that, a rounds that was not in their favor, taking it back. That double kill from...
Sorry, a bit of a blood sacrifice from Phylosium, though. But no, yeah, you're right. Absolutely. UNC had no business winning that round whatsoever. Astral didn't even come out, and they still won it 8-4 half.
Yeah, I mean, by the time Astral was about to use it, half their team was dead, just like that.
Exactly.
And the Astral, it takes some time to get out online, and when it's just you, you don't have the time for that. Now that double kill up in tower, I was happy to see that go off. Getting that Odin to use, trying to get the wall banged and then getting the trade there. While Kavi was taking it down beneath. Just excellent territory control right there.
So with the Neon on defense, I am excited to see aggression from the defenders. UNC, I don't know if they're going to play default right now. It looks like, I mean, might just be a basic kind of a C split. But that Neon, you can see he's kind of itching to go up all the way up towards A long. If I had to guess, Silverdar's going to go towards A, and Neon's going to follow right back up with it. Yeah, there he goes.
Yep. That early start. Neon is a menace and just taking territory right off the bat.
Absolutely.
You lose sight of her for a few seconds, she can be on either side of the map.
Smoke comes out, looking like a C split coming out. KJ is going to be the right person to be there for the defenders, but UNC now onto the site. It's going to be a full 5v5 onto the site. Here we go.
Get in the execution. We see. All right. And Kavi out here getting the 3K, getting that control, ready to be traded. They are keeping that control on C site. Bomb is down. They're looking for the last one, trying to get that pick. Kavi out here playing in grass. Here's Neon running through B. Cypher getting ready for it. But Neon's about to get pincered here between Cypher and Kavi.
Yeah, a bit of a tall order for Cat, though. But well played from UNC. Yeah. Kind of nothing too crazy. They had the site. KJ was kind of left alone, which surprised me. They were, I think if you saw, they were actually, the defenders were already in kind of that B2C, what's called lane territory, where they could have absolutely flooded onto site. And I'm surprised they didn't. I'm not sure if they got spooked by some sort of util. Maybe it was a molly or something. But KJ was left alone on site, and that's what won UNC the round. That he was alone, couldn't do anything off his util. Most of his util in this case seems to be more so they're using it more so for just the stall. And so, I mean, that from the start of it, it kind of looked kind of guaranteed for UNC given the positions.
Absolutely. And you see UNCW going for that 3-rifle, 2-pistol split. Great choice for the second rounds, trying to get the most out of their eco. Now, we see that Neon and Breach are taking full control. Quickly realizing that it's going to be an A hit. We got Neon running back through B site while Breach locks it down, cutting off the rotate if they're trying to rotate out. Site is clear at this point. Kavi, Owen getting the crossfire on main.
Who drops?
Getting the drop from KJ. I'm surprised that was a kill with a shock dart.
I know.
I don't think he was ready for KJ to drop, and it's clear he just puts his util down.
Yeah. Brodo's got a really easy molly or a blind for him. That's going to blind absolutely everybody, and he's going to be able to take him while concussed. Not
getting the full concussed kill. Kavi getting that easy foot there. And that was a pretty solid bonus round from UNCW. Owen not getting a Vandal, leaving a Guardian in the third rounds, which is a bit unfortunate for Eco, but not the worst.
You could even argue, actually, UNC has 4 rifles, 1 being a Guardian, yes. But the Initiator is going to be on an NCrane. He's going to be on a Deagle. So, I mean, this is not a free round for defenders here at all. Do they have any possibility for an alt? Maybe not. No alts yet. But just the fact that they have 4 rifles, they can definitely take this round. It could be 11-4.
Absolutely. And are they going for light armor here because they see that their opponents are using Vandals? So it's better to buy light rather than heavy?
It could. I mean, it's more for kind of the eco of it, and they actually decided to not go with the 4 rifle buy, so they're saving up for the next round a little bit. But it's still 3 rifles is nothing to scoff at. They can definitely win this. This is not a free round.
Absolutely. Whether you're playing for trades or just trying to get that rifle off the bat, we see Cypher and Neon both looking down main here.
Phylosium waiting for a little bit of aggression from the Neon. He's not going to get it for now, at least.
Yeah, they're both waiting with bated breath. Kavi taking mid control. Waiting for the rotate. Neon choosing to rotate through CT spawn. Kavi worried about the double angle. And you see Neon starting to creep up. They're trying to catch him off guard, and Kavi realizes it. He realizes it's time to get out, give up that territory. He is not going to win game peaks from 2 angles.
This is huge, though, from UNC. They should have this round, actually.
Yeah, UNCW taking control of the site just about. Now that Neon concuss. Neon is putting in work with it. Owen taking them down on the elbow there. UNCW has full site control, even 2 on the other team. I think they have this round in the bag.
So that was beautiful. That was beautiful from UNC. They had the jet just to keep that Neon occupied, and Sova was alone. Neon did manage to get on the site, but look at where that X is. It's just he had no business being in that position, and so was left alone. He had UNC played that really, really, really well.
Absolutely. And then we see Nick
Easy.
and Kavi out here trying to just get that double peek from Killjoy, not letting her do anything. Killjoy choosing to die rather than getting the eco. Probably tried in her alt orbs up. Now, we're faced with a full rifle into an eco. Going for the Bucky on Neon. I like shotguns. They're silly. You can do some fun plays with them. And I'm excited to see what Neon pulls off here. What territory she's able to claim.
This is really tough for the defenders. I mean, you've got the one Bucky in the hands of Neon. I guess it's the right player you want the Bucky to be on, but I mean, if anything, I could even see UNC just farming orbs just in case, or just bum rushing a site. They've got the Vandals, they've got the numbers if they just attack pretty much any site anyway. So I really don't see any way UNC lose this. Maybe Castor's Curse though, so I should be careful.
Trying to just get this territorial low util off the bat, trying to play it safe, getting that A site. You see, they are ready on B and C, but A is mostly open. Sova playing for the retake.
There should be completely
UNCW
shut out of A.
Yeah, see, UNCW sees the site is clear with that recon dart, takes full control of site off the bat, getting bomb down. Going for a very aggressive plant here. Not typical, but I like it. They had full control. They realized that they had the time to get that off.
That plant's actually pretty good, especially for that late. Oh, never mind. NCrane. I thought he was going to be taken out. Newfine's able to get 2, actually. Owen cleaning it up, though. No problems for him. He's going to be taken down himself now. And NCrane, 2v1. Never mind.
All right. I was worried for a moment there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You saw Kavi was out there looking for a lurch that didn't come, and they were all lurching forward. Now, this has been really clean from UNCW. They have been able to take full control in the second half. 12-4. I don't want to jinx it, but it's going to be tough to come back from this at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I always think that the players don't really believe in jinxes. They probably just want to play it on. And the Crane's also only one orb away from the breach shot coming online. They're probably gonna even pick it up here. Just very calm, very safe. Pick up that orb, hit C with it, and just leave it at that. Make it 13-4.
You see the Omen in the jet, getting that crossfire going, taking that control. Jiggle Pete seeing that people are going to C. You see the Neon and the Sova still holding A. Not sure if it's a fake. Getting that easy control from Kavi, and that was a slow kill there. Unfortunate that he ended up losing it, but when he's caught on crossfire between 2 people, peeking through the smoke with Spike, dropping it in the back of sight. That is really unfortunate from UNCW. Nick waiting for the Sova, waiting for smokes to drop them, losing the 1. We're left with just Cypher with 3 spots defenders could be coming from. Getting the 1 pick.
That's 1.
And then 2 angles. Wasn't sure if it was going to be left or right. He saw the Sova dart go over bots there. Or not the Sova dart. Sova drone go over bots. But he knew someone was in back. Not able to... I mean, when you get double peats, there's not a whole lot you can do. He did the right thing, though. Trying to get that 1 early on, playing aggressively. Get that 1, and then trying to back off after.
Yeah, and another thing is it was a good try from UNC. Obviously, they didn't even use the breach ult, so they just thought they could get the confidence getting out of sight. Maybe it kind of bit them in the butt in the end, but I mean, they still have it for this round. Only need 1 away. Killjoy turret or Killjoy lockdown is up for the defenders. I mean, it's still, this should be a fairly even round.
Yeah, Killjoy
he's left alone on
and
C,
Sova. That could be really solid for retake. Going through Garage. Now, I've not seen very many of either college playing in Garage here. It looks like they're mainly playing off their util for it, trying to get kills super aggressively. Now, Kavi going for this peeking up mid again. He's trying to keep that space down for UNCW as we're creeping over.
It feels
and that
like
Neon didn't work up there. Bated breath waiting for it, and then we see Kavi get into. We got the trade in sewers. We got the trade in mid. Kavi's trying to get that super aggressive kill, and UNCW has to play it fast. There is no room for playing stealthy once that Cypher ult is down.
Secure, though. I mean, he was just a menace there. The ult is going to come out, but Secure wasted so much time for them. That bomb's going to be down. They should be able to get on site, but that's going to be the issue. Yep. Oh, he's going to try to trade it out, actually. Can he get that? That's a move, actually. And there's the lockdown taken down, but no kills just yet. Breach ult still in the hands of
that was
UNC.
a fantastic use of util. Denying that retake. I'm impressed. I honestly didn't know that you could take it out with Silva.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, you
Silva.
can. I mean, the second that tap comes out, yep, there comes the breach
And then we're
ult.
waiting. Nick getting that entry, getting breach ult. We see him trying to his one
Hold on,
here.
UNC.
Them running up main, getting the knife kill.
Almost.
Almost knife kill
Almost.
to close it out. Elliot, Philo denying the knife kill.
Well done. I mean, UNC pretty much full control. I'm honestly surprised. I honestly thought the Neon comp was going to be a little bit more punishing, especially with the Asher, where you can kind of treat Asher a little bit like an initiator sometimes. Oh, talking in the game, but no, yeah, UNC no problem whatsoever. A lot of the strats that they were using, that like I said, that trip in mid is a classic strat. Leave mid open, and then just retake, and that worked to perfection for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I was surprised we did not see much of the Neon tactic. I don't think I saw it once, but their Neon, that was a rough game for them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for, I believe it was Cat, if I want to say, the Neon on the attack side, where
Absolutely.
it felt like she was just getting negated by UNC, and they weren't even doing it in a particularly aggressive manner. What they were doing is a lot of the time when she would actually be able to get on site, she was just bum rushed by util, whether it be the Sova Jar that revealed her position, obviously the Cypher being the big reason that she couldn't even be able to get on site with those trips. So they dealt with it flawlessly, in my opinion.
Yeah, Neon was able to take a lot of territory on the flank, but on the execution, getting that defense down. That's what I like to see. Now, round 2, we don't have it confirmed which map we're going to, but there it is. It's Fines. I had a feeling. I'm excited to see how they play it.
This one is again two kind of the classic maps. We've actually been seeing a little bit more. We've seen a little bit of Harbor, surprisingly. Obviously, it's one of the few maps that I think he is semi-viable on. The walls that you can use are a little bit sort of more straightforward. Obviously, the Sage, another classic one. We've seen double Senti with Cypher and Sage, where Cypher and Sage fully lock down B side and then have 3A. It's a lot of different options, especially with some of the characters like Harbor, where you don't usually see that quite often.
Yeah. Now, I know a bit of UNCW strategy for this map, but I'm gonna wait another couple minutes. That way, in case anyone's in here, they're not gonna get that early edge.
I got you.
You know, we got that stream delay, but there's gonna be a bit of time if I reveal it this early. But I'm excited for it. I've learned a lot about how to play binds by watching our team on this map. It's one they are very familiar with. It's one of their go-to picks in previous scrims. I was surprised we didn't see it in one of our previous games. I was expecting the binds on round 2, and then I was expecting it for map 3, and it didn't come.
Okay. Is it do you know who picked mine? I believe that might have been UNC then, right? I think Haven must have been
I believe it was actually Grandmapo that picked it, because UNCW saw that they were playing a lot on binds. When we were doing our research ahead of time, we saw that was one of their favorite maps.
Gotcha. Oh, so this should be a good game then. I'd hope.
Yeah. Now, I think Ascent or Sunset's going to be the third map as well. If it is Sunset, I'm really excited to see how they're going to handle the changes on that map. Mid being a little bit different, I'm excited to see how the executes are going to be different. Rotates, should be some solid changes.
Yeah.
They've got the split bomb site as well. That's something I don't think we see on any other maps, is a split bomb site where the area that you can plant isn't connected with itself.
Which map? Sorry?
Sunset. Yeah, they just split site, so before you would plant default, but on the close left side to the back right, there's no connection.
Yeah, on the left. Yeah. Oh yeah, they did change it. Yeah, no.
I think they're trying to make it so that you can't just util dump down main.
Absolutely, you're right.
But what I think we're gonna see here is I think we're gonna just see util dumping from market if we go to Sunset.
I could see it. I know a lot of ciphers have been using some one ways. I think there's even some people saying that they should be patched. You can one way the top side of B, where it's impossible essentially to fight against it if there's someone in main. So
I saw a ton of different one ways pop up with the changes.
Absolutely.
A site, I don't think they changed A site at all, but I'm really excited to see what they did on B. Looks like we have another 2 minutes here until we start in the second round. Now, Are you expecting that we're going to see a lot of comp changes on the side of Ramapo College?
For
I know.
Bind, I would definitely say they could see a Viper come out, maybe a Brim. Usually, you don't usually see an Astra or an Omen,
Yeah.
solely because the size of the map is a little bit smaller. So generally, you're gonna have Brim and Viper. Viper more for the lurk if necessary. Even treated as a little bit of a Sentinel if needed. So yeah, no, definitely gonna be different. Neon might be a little bit more common. Yoru as well. Bind is a pretty flexible map, I would say.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Fade, and then we also have let's see. We got a few different agents that can see us saying Fade and Raze are really good for clearing close corners, along with Sky using Sky Dog. I think we could see some of that play coming up here. You know, showers, hookah, lamps. Those are all areas where you just having that util to clear that close quarters is going to be so useful if one of our teams chooses it.
The one guarantee I agree with you is definitely the Raze. The Raze, it's just really difficult to find a place that she isn't good. The nade and any choke on bind is going to be incredible for them, and so I would think Raze is kind of the only guarantee. Sky we've seen a little bit. Fade is pretty. It's interesting because Fade isn't popular whatsoever in ranked, but in a lot of pro play and collegiate play, the very popular pick. It just requires a little bit of coordination, especially with the Raze and the util combinations that you can do. So it's I can definitely see a Fade. I agree with that.
I'm a big fan of just seeing the split differences between something being meta and isolation with people you don't know, and then people who have been training together in these scrims, in these practices, nonstop through a season. You can really see them playing off each other's util way more effectively.
For sure.
That's why I prefer looking at collegiate esports and esports leagues rather than looking at comp play because I feel like you can push the game way farther. One person's skill is incredible, but seeing everyone come together is fantastic.
If anything, I'm also interested in seeing like I said, generally you can have a double sentinel setup where the Sage and the Cypher are together on B side. Obviously, specifically for defense, but it's another classic one. It's an old strat that essentially lets you to play full hold on B side, and maybe even a little bit of a retake on A. But we are now getting ready and to go into bind now.
Yeah, we are in the agent select. I'm excited to see what we see off the bat. I'm that in Sky, and then we have
Gecko.
Raze right off the bat. Now, did you catch the patch notes on Gecko recently as well?
Yeah, Gecko. Not much of a change. If a lot of people is kind of the general opinion where even some cases it's a bit of a buff where apparently the blinds are hitting a little bit more consistently. So the only real change is the timing of it. So, but beyond that, it's pretty much the same.
That's what I heard as well. The blinds getting that target acquisition quicker.
Yes.
I think it easily negates, what was it, the shorter time to pick up your buddies, or was it longer to pick them up when you're?
It's a longer time now. It's a longer time.
Okay, I'd take that trade. More consistent flashes for something that you're probably going to be doing in downtime between fights. Now, it looks like the other team here, they're eyeing it up. They are undecided on their comp.
It's an almost mirrored comp, actually.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay, and that Gecko locked in. Let's see, what's the break? Gecko and Cypher is the split here, right?
Yeah.
Everything other is mirrored.
So in this case, you see that 0 Sentinel, which is on the side of RCNJ. They're going to be using Viper as the Sentinel, and I would guess Gecko and Viper are going to be playing pretty close together on B because you've seen the Gecko actually can throw the blind all the way above B long and still be able to pick it up, and so that's usually what you're seeing. Just try to grab that information. It's not direct info like a Sova Dart or like a dog or something, but
being able to tell when someone's there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I use sky flashes for zone clearing pretty frequently. Even if you can't swing off of your flash, knowing where someone is, it's solid info.
Another option is for the Raze and the Brimstone to be together on B side. If you actually smoke B long, it's a guaranteed orb. The attackers can do very little to actually grab it, and you've seen a lot of teams actually farming Raze every single round. She's going to at least get one orb, so that snowball really starts to come into effect. But we're going to see UNC on the attack this time, and then RCNJ on the defense. I wonder as well if all the time you see Vipers using that wall just to kind of lurk up if they can, maybe just to keep them, honest, keep them from rotating off A. So you see that down. It's going to be a default to start off the map. Sure if we're getting audio difficulties from
That's a very solid wall to take control of showers there. Or of lamps there, my apologies.
Ooh, secure.
Getting that early control of
Seekers.
showers with Raze. On it with Jet.
I thought it was going to be a bit of a default, but no, they're just going on to the A side immediately.
Yeah, now we're going for lamps, getting the team flash there. Unfortunate. Viper getting the pick, but Elliot Philo getting the trade there, and it's just one left, and UNCW takes the rounds. Kavi getting a 4K.
Yeah, not much really to analyze there. They kind of just swung together, which is exactly what you want to do, into shower, and they were able to catch off a good amount of RCNJ's defense there on A. I've also seen a few times where, oh yeah, there it is. So Seeker's able to get 4 kills, able to get that Phantom. A lot of teams, Fnatic was famous for this, that they were able to save a little bit in the second round and then force in that third, which is kind of generally sometimes not what you expect, especially in rank. But here we are. What is this? Oh wow, this is super smart. Okay, so just so some of the viewers may understand this, that smoke is used so that if the flash comes out from the sky, which could have happened, she is in hookah. It doesn't hit anything. It would just hit the smoke. They'd think they're not there. I haven't seen that. That's a really rare thing, even in pro play.
So they're just using it as a counter for that preemptive flash there.
Yes.
Now we see Dog clearing out sight, not seeing anyone in 2, but we have Owen out here playing around hookah. And we have sight control just so that Raised alt going into lamps there.
I love that creativity coming out from UNC, and it kind of rewards them. No one obviously saw him, but flash comes out, doesn't hit anything. But it's near impossible for RCNJ. Cat able to get 1 kill. Can he get a second?
No. Elliot getting the wall being on the second kill there. That's what I like to see.
We're kind of now into the, I guess you could say, the first real round, sort of. Depends on how UNC buys up, but could they? They could. They have the money for it. Are they going to be brave enough to go for that full rifle buy? Come on, NCrane. Let's see it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Either way, Seekers does have a 1 off his Raze ult, so keep that in mind. He might just go for that shower orb, maybe that B long orb, but this could, again, not a free round for RCNJ at all.
UNCW probably going to play off the Skydog into sewers, getting that work forward, waiting out the Raze boom bot, letting RCNJ take control, get the orb, and then we see Kavi go down here. Owen getting the trade off Nick, and then Kane not being able to secure that alt orb. Rushing forward, trying to take control of showers. You see our Viper Brodo, he's lurking, playing off his wall. Viper versus Viper.
It's kind of on RCNJ now to make a little bit of UNC to make a little bit of the decision making. They are the 1 person down. All RCNJ has to do is exactly that. Back to a wall and wait for them to peek. There we go. Pulling off, able to find Owen. And now it's a 1v4 situation. It's not going to be easy for Phylosium, even just to get some easy kills, just try to maybe farm his ult, but no, well played from RCNJ.
Creeping forward, trying to just gain control here, leaving the spike behind. I think he's just going to try getting that 1 pick.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going for the round, just trying to catch someone off.
I get one
RCNJ getting the crossfire going, and then there it is, just dropping off the tower.
That was nice and controlled though from RCNJ. They recognized that man up, and they just kind of waited.
Yeah.
No reason to push anything.
Playing manpower when you have an advantage is an excellent choice.
They do have Seeker's Raze ult now. Generally, you see a lot of teams kind of immediately get into that hookah and then just fly out of hookah with that ult. You obviously get that elevation for free, and so looking kind of like that. I'm not sure if that's what they'll actually do. It depends a little bit on kind of what they give, especially if hookah's being contended for. But in this case, no, they're giving it immediately.
Absolutely. You see the fight happening for C on here, pushing forward off util, taking control early on, getting that kill. Kavi's pushing forward towards CT spawn. So, see,
Careful.
RCNJ, they're rotating rounds, but at this point, UNCW has full site control. Kavi playing super aggressively, trying to get that early pick before they get the rotate off.
That's textbook coming out from UNC, an easy take for them, and it's going to be a 4v5 retake from RCNJ. First kill is going to come and go to the way of pulling her off. And now the Molly's to stall a little bit more. More trades coming out, and it leaves UNC into the advantage. A little bit of calm descends on us. Kate is going to be the first one out. It's going to be the first kill for them. Ooh.
Brodo
For a moment, it looked like it went to RCNJ.
Yeah, I had bated breath for a moment. Kavi getting traded like that, super useful for UNCW. Waiting a second, getting that peak. Taking those odd angles.
But yeah, like I said, it was pretty much textbook from UNC. They had no reason to really do any other play, especially this early in the game. A lot of alts coming out, maybe for not really a lot of alts, just really for the Gekwald in the hands of Slushy. He's got one off. I think he's going to be fighting for that shower one as he's been doing, and he should be able to get it this time. No one's going to be there to.
Oh yeah, UNCW's not contestant. They're going to raise boom bot it most likely like previous rounds. UNCW going for a fast B execute, playing off the dog, having it checked all corners, getting to sight, and then I think it got shot before it expired there. UNCW.
Wow.
Getting killed trying to take control. Sky and Kavi out there fighting, not getting that control, which is going to be unfortunate. UNCW maybe thinking about taking the teleporter down to A. Ray's waiting for it.
That's it. I was actually just thinking that RCNJ setup there on B is a little bit weak, in my opinion. The new being alone in hookah, you usually on B side you want to kind of connect with each other, maybe shut down one side of the map or one side of the entrances towards B side, and then wait for that retake with a good position, a good retake position. And so I was about to say you probably shouldn't be alone, and then he gets a kill. So you never know, and he's got a weaker gun as well. So you never know if this is kind of the plan anyway. And he's going to be able to take a little bit more space as well.
UNCW electing for the slow rotate, and then the catching him off guard in the corner.
Can he get out?
And then Nick not able to get the trade. That is a very solid play from RCNJ. They were predicting the rotating about the same side, and UNCW was just able to not quite get there quick enough.
Ooh.
And then they're coming back for the B push. Now, do you think that they were intending to go B the whole time, or do you think they were just trying to?
I think so. That was the only thing that could save them there. If they went A there, it was over. There was probably no chance. They just had too many people. And now that genuinely saved them. Do you know who the IGL is? That was brilliant from UNC.
I don't, unfortunately.
Either way, I guess it doesn't matter, maybe? 2v1 in the hands of RCNJ, and you don't know where he is either.
Yeah, Viper just trying to play it for time, getting the quick pick on the first one, but not securing two.
That was really good from both teams, I gotta say. It was just a slight slip up in those early rounds from UNC, from UNC, where New really had no business getting that kill in hookah, but they got it, and so yeah, I mean, well done from them. Obviously, that little bit of a judge play in shower helped him out a little bit, but it all came from that hookah play, and he's gonna be doing it again. I think he's gonna be alone. Yeah, he is. Wow. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, last round's Rays just waiting for the teleporter, waiting for them to try getting that quick rotate down to A site, and it ended up being the slow rotate. I think it was Kavi who was caught off guard with his knife out there.
And you can see again here, I keep talking about it, but New is left alone. They've been doing great on it, but it's something you generally don't see.
Absolutely.
Wow, long range kill. Look where that kill is.
Getting the long range kill without ADS on a stinger.
Oh, and he's not done yet.
Third and four, trying to get the trade. Kane gain a single kill with his ult. Not the worst for UNCW here. They were pretty close together.
Kind of a weird position. Okay, yeah, I thought the bomb was down, but now onto the B side they go.
No, UNCW is taking advantage of the fact that it is hard to follow through teleporter, easily taking control of B site. And then there's the Viper ult.
He's going to use his own ult to respond. Onto the site they go. That's going to be a little bit of a position information, but it's not really enough to get him any kills just yet. Onto the site they go, and Kane finds one. Can he get a second as well? New's able to finish it up, and that's a 3v1. UNC on the back foot, and Pole finishes it out.
Viper going down, losing that pit was super detrimental for UNCW. had such a solid advantage, and her going down really swings it.
It was super close. It almost looked like UNC were going to get that miracle round that we saw from RCNJ. But obviously they're utilizing the TP as much as they can, but
Absolutely.
it is a tough ask. I mean, they obviously committed the Viper's Pit, but it was a tough ask with the weapons they had, to be honest. So
I was impressed to see Kavi's kill off the bat with that stinger last round.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, for sure. That some people think, yeah, UNC the stinger really. It's been like that for a while. My stinger doesn't do that. I don't know if yours does that. Mine never seems to do that.
Mine doesn't even do that on Nitros. UNCW trying to take control here. Not going to be able to take advantage of the wall. Taking Shower's control, though. Both sides waiting for the other. We could see them rotate back through teleporter to B. And RCNJ is very aware of that.
Oh, no fear coming from C-Curse, and he's going to be punished for that. I'm really surprised he went for that, but the exec looks like they're trying to push it, a little bit of force it, but they don't even have bomb yet.
Yeah, Nick coming here trying to take that territory as best he can. We have the Viper Wall back up. Pushing forward.
It was a good attempt, but we're missing something. We're missing a very important piece of util right now. There's the ball going to be picked up, but it is a 1v3.
Absolutely. Leaving the bomb behind is going to be really useful if you don't know who's going to be able to plant, but
yeah,
when you have site control and have to go back for it.
A little bit of a...
go either way this round.
Generally, you want to leave it kind of in a central position, maybe even in maybe not so much in spawn, but yeah, in a central position if you're going to be defaulting. But in this case, he's brought it back to a 2v1, so it's not impossible. Oh, that might finish it off.
Yeah.
He's going to catch him, and there it is.
And there it is. Getting that backdoor ult. RCNJ playing it safe, choosing to play off the backdoor ult rather than playing bodies. Owen could have easily taken that back without the backdoor ult, but once it was cast, that kind of sealed his fate, and he had to play aggressively. He had to get those kills before Thrash found him.
Yeah. No, but the bomb being there, it kind of does tell you that UNC is kind of in that default mindset, and maybe took over a little bit too much. But it's a default for UNC for sure. But they're heavily leaned on A, and that's surprising. Oh, you actually are seeing a bit of a change from RCNJ, where the Viper's going to be on the B side this time. And you got to remember, they are winning 4-3 without a Sentinel. So when they get onto that attack side, it is going to be really difficult for UNC to defend.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. We got this lurking up by Owen onto B site.
That's a huge kill. Onto the site they go as well.
Getting the trade. I want to see what Owen's doing. Lurking up on B. UNCW having control of A site, but not having shower control, leaving RCNJ split.
BrodoBaggins trying to explore into the CT spawn. Is he going to be able to find one? No. Instantly killed by Cat. Trade's going to come out. Or excuse me, TP's going to come out. He's going to be copped by New. That's a beautiful kill or beautiful position from New. He knew exactly what was going on in that round.
Absolutely.
Now it's a 2v2 still, but he's got the bomb.
RCNJ has fallen victim to them rotating around through that teleporter a few times now, so this time they were ready for it. And we see Owen peeking out here. He does not have util to swing off of.
That's so
tricky. Super useful for him.
Oh, what is he going to do?
I'm surprised they weren't playing in teleporter waiting for people to walk through it.
Good try.
Not a whole lot you can do with spike down. That was a really good read from New.
Yeah.
Seeing that they were taking control of A but ready to rotate to B, getting that pick, getting bomb down. I think it could have gone UNCW's way if it weren't for that kill, that positioning.
Really good play from New. I think I've criticized the position, but it's clearly working out really, really well for them. 5-3 on a side without a sentinel. It's perfect for them. This is all they need, really. Something, there's always there's a whole, if you can figure out the math between what maps you need certain amount of rounds on, you'll probably win a Nobel Prize in Valorant or something. But I mean, 5 rounds on defense for Bind is I think RCNJ is in a really good position.
Yeah, you see the Viper Wall coming out, making it a little tricky for UNCW to get this push. Throwing out the bomb buddy, able to get that full showers control, getting orb for Nick, one off Seekers.
Something that surprises me, though, is that UNC continues to try to explore on that A side when, if we actually press tab and we see, look at how many times. Oh, finally, Owen Owen is able to take down New. Finally, that position going to be dealt with, but I think it's going to be dealt with right back as Cat takes him down. But A-side, it's going to be where they end.
I was excited to see Owen finally get that pick, gain that really deep lurk going. We see UNCW gain the kill on backside. Kavi going down in showers.
maybe?
I think they might be rotating out through TP.
There it is.
Oh, and they don't take the
No, they're
TP.
not.
They might still be feeling it from last round.
There it
Oh,
is.
There we are.
Every time.
I was gonna say they might be still feeling it from last round, but UNCW is a big fan. Nick not letting himself fall here again.
Yeah. RCNJ is weary of the.
No.
Oh no, they're gonna be retaking together. Yeah, into the hookah they go. That's a welcome position from UNC. Really difficult to retake into hookah unless they give it to you. Yeah, UNC's not really gonna fight for it. That's gonna be an easy drop for RCNJ, but it's gonna be the last two alive coming out of hookah. Really difficult position for UNC or for RCNJ.
Trying to get that 3-point attack. Maintenance RCNJ does not know where they're coming from, and UNCW loses 2 of their ones, leaving just Elliot Philo here. Come on, and there he goes, taking the 1v2 for the rounds.
Barely though, very close for UNC.
I really thought UNCW was about to lose that round. RCNJ getting 2 kills, UNCW losing their ones there. That's very unfortunate. Really put it back and forth. I loved seeing that comeback from Elliot though.
Yeah. Going back to they really don't like UNC unless it's just Cypher exploring. There you saw that New was dealt with in that case, and you can even see RCNJ thinking that finally, I mean, we've won 4 rounds on A, or at least where they started A. Surely they go B here, but they're going to continue onward, and we have that Viper's pick going down in A main as well, just to make sure to try to force them to go over to the B side for once.
Absolutely. UNCW has been hammering A site or A site rotating to B through teleporter.
Yeah.
Now we see Owen. He sees that there's someone watching here. Not sure where it's from. And then we have the 2 alts coming out from RCNJ, getting Kavi down. It's unfortunate. I thought for a moment I was us getting the kill on their alts and raise. Disappointing though.
Yeah.
But UNCW.
That always sucks to see the Rays just shut down immediately, but I'm sure they.
Elliot trying to take control, getting through that Viper pit, and just Viper having the advantage from the vision that she gets inside it. UNCW playing in showers, and there's just not much they can do. Oh, getting the easy pick, Brodo. I like it. I don't think he's gonna come back, but I think he might be able to take 2 or 3 more.
This is winnable, I would say, actually. He's got 1 off the Viper's pit. They're kind of in separated positions. If he had gotten 1 kill there, it might have been winnable, but now he's a little bit too low health.
Yeah.
And now I think he might just try to grab that Viper's pit, but it's going to definitely look like a 6-4 scoreline.
He has 1 off Viper's pit. I see what you're saying. Now you see that they're watching the rotate. They're ready for it, and he just does not have time. Chooses to play it safe. Not dying here for the Viper pit, but instead choosing the eco.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually. I think they do have a good amount of money. Oh no, they don't. Yeah, that's where that logic's coming from. They don't actually have much money to buy the next round, so they're probably just gonna try to force that. But I saw a world. I saw a world where he won that. If he had just gotten maybe 1 cheeky little shot through a wall or something, he would have had that Viper's pit come online.
Getting that, running forward, getting the Viper pit down. Do you think you should have planted immediately after getting Viper pit down, or do you think you should have worked to try to get another kill there?
I don't know. In this alternate universe, it always requires a little bit of luck, but there was a universe where it would have worked. But fine, look, we are now UNC finally going to start exploring towards B side with that Cypher left alone on A side.
Absolutely. Cypher continuing to go for the work. You see that Gecko and Ray is taking control of showers, getting orb most likely. And UNCW going for that B long control, taking it quickly. Smoke dropping on them.
That they telegraphed it immediately. I was surprised when they didn't go quiet. It's working out for them though. Onto the site they go, and that's gonna be their smokes, their biggest team, one of their biggest ages that they need is now taken out of the play.
Absolutely. And then getting that Viper's pit, that's the round right there. UNCW not playing any chances there. And you see it's just the Viper on the enemy team.
Oh.
UNCW is ready for this. They haven't lost down.
mean, they got 2 nice shots. Maybe Caster's Curse will help out Cat here. Maybe. Oh, uh-oh.
Ooh, getting the
Okay, NCrane. Putting it down for a moment there. That would have been the Twitter clip, but you know.
All right, we see last round. I'm excited to see Owen's ult come out here. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Raze and Gecko go really strong for showers to try to get Thrash off the bat. Thrash are an early pick. I think that could easily turn the tide in RCNJ's favor if they get their Thrash online.
Yeah, let's say they got the Thrash for one. They've been fighting for that shower warp every single time, and it looks like they're going to get it once again. And so this retake onto the B side, I expect RCNJ just fully back up, maybe even give them sight, just to have that Gecko all ready to go. Yeah, both defenders off site right now.
You see, Gecko has that ult now, and UNCW has full control of site. But Gecko has that ult. Gecko Raze going up through rear. Raze probably covering Gecko while he pops his ult if I had to guess.
This is going to be a complex round, though. Brodo forced to take a little space. They know they have 2 good ultimates. He's going to take one out of the equation. Can he get a second now as Brim slurking forward? He's going to take one down at least 4v4 now.
We see the Thrash coming online. Getting the Raze. Nick getting the second one down with the trade there. Thrash going down.
It was close for RCNJ, but UNC immediately they saw that was a possibility, so they were aggression. They had to use it in that round. It was the last round of the half. They had to use it, so they immediately responded. They were aggressive in that elbow, and that worked out beautifully for them.
Really even sits here. UNCW is up 1 in terms of the set, but 50-50 here on Vines. Both teams really big fans of this map, and it shows with how close the competition is here.
Both Vipers also at the top of the leaderboard there. I'm actually kind of surprised, obviously, because you kind of depend or usually expect Vipers to be doing a little bit better on the defense than they do on attack, but both Vipers on their game today.
Absolutely. Really even split just about. Brodo having a few less deaths, but just about comparable. Now it looks like UNCW is going to go for that early shower control, or at least fighting for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what Taylor.
This is a really interesting positioning from UNC. They have fully left almost the entire center of the map in the hands of RCNJ, and they're giving it to them. Onto the site they go. That's a full 5-man rush from A main. You don't see that very often, and they're going to use it to great effect. Onto the site they go. Bomb should be planted momentarily. Bit of a whiff from the dog anyway. Bomb goes down now as Slushy puts it down.
Yeah, you see Kavi's waiting to rotate through teleporter. He's down. We got 2 in showers, 1 going up main, and getting shot down. Owen dropping there before he's able to get any return on his flank there. Taking that control of lamps. I'm really excited to see what comes out here. Fighting back
go down. That is their only chance. Half is going to be found. Nade's going to be able to force him off, and it's going to be the attackers that find it. But it's halved. Can he at least try to find the kill? No, Slushy takes him down. It's going to be 3 kills for him. And it was close.
At the 50 health, there was not a whole lot he could do. Sticking it, he might have been able to get it in time, but 2 shots from a ghost and you're done.
Yeah, it was a tall ask, kind of in that. I mean, they even lost that cipher. It was a good flank. I'm surprised he did it that early, but I mean, a lot of luck kind of went into that round, but good plays from you, RCNJ.
Absolutely, things have been close. Seeing that things shake up a little bit, Cypher and Brim locking it down on A site, but we're seeing that aggressive control of B long again.
Look at that, yeah, 3 players on that side.
They have the control, the flash, and the wall going down.
Hookah is going to be full given by both teams, and UNC going to retake it now once again.
You see, RCNJ going for the rotate. They are not having B. They realize that UNCW has that strength, and they're backing off. You see, Owen realizing he needs to just wait for his team, play some time. He's not going to be able to engage on multiple people there.
Oh boy, have fun, Phylosium.
Off guard, getting the full flash, letting Sky have that bit of advantage.
Not much they can really do. UNC shut out of the A site. You try to maybe get a few consolation kills, but
getting that early good rotate was super pivotal for RCNJ.
Maybe Brodo able to get one at least. No, a little bit of damage, I guess. If we're really having a little bit of copium, they did ruin their armor a little bit, so a little bit of copium.
Hey, it's something.
Yeah.
Kavi just trying to get the kill out, but 1v5.
He's gonna want to die to the bomb as well.
Yeah,
Make sure he
get
doesn't
that
save it.
not a whole lot of econ from keeping a sheriff with no shields.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, he does live. Okay. Or never mind.
Oh,
I've never seen that. That. I wonder if that was on purpose. If we have the post game interview, I'd like to ask him.
I'd like to ask him as well, because that was very interesting. Seeing him go through the teleport
Yeah.
while he's trying to save, and just barely clipping the bomb.
No, I think dying was on purpose. I don't know if he went to the TP on purpose. I don't know. Okay.
Hey, if it was on purpose, the dying, I'm glad the bomb clips through there.
Yeah. No alts coming out in this round. Should just be kind of straight shots. If that's the case, UNC should have it if it's just pure gunplay. But both teams in this case, or no, excuse me, only UNC really like to push their luck on A. And in this case, RCNJ the complete opposite. They've
RCNJ gained
B side.
complete control of Hookah, having cleared it out with Zog. They know they can take that. They're creeping up. They got their Viper still chilling on A, lurking, but waiting for some util to drop here, and one of the teams to make a move. And there we go. We got smokes coming down. Elliot getting that early molly off, stopping other people from rotating behind him, getting the kill, spike dropping. Things have really turned in UNCW's favor. 2 left from RCNJ, and UNCW just has to control the spike. Just play defensively.
Yeah.
Don't get too greedy. Brodo getting that pick up in Hookah, and then there's just their Viper left. Viper
might
pulling
go
off.
for maybe alts here. Nah, not even that. NCrane's going to put him down. But one thing I'm noticing is how different these two teams have been playing on defense. Cypher is going to be on A side. You don't usually see that. Maybe not so much in rank play, but in pro play, even usually the B side is almost always the home of Cypher. But in this case, he's going to make me lie now. Great. Thank you, Cypher, for making me lie. He's going to be on B side this time. Trap's going to go down. They're generally a little bit easier for him. You've got essentially the quote-unquote Sentinels going to be on B side with Viper and Cypher. B site, at least in this case, should be somewhat on lockdown for UNCW.
UNCW's been playing super aggressive on B long, trying to keep that control of it.
Yeah, and they're aggressive too. The on bind, you especially on the B side, you want to split the B side. You don't want to have one guy in hookah, one guy long. You want to stand together, shut down an area together, and then when that retake comes out, you're either a man up or let's see what he goes out here.
RCNJ burning a ton of util, but not being able to get any space from it. Getting the trade with Owen, Brodo, making that an even split for UNCW, but RCNJ having invested so much more util, giving a slight edge to UNCW there.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. It's an even trade, but they've stopped the hit on B side. And that's exactly what they were going for.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, RCNJ is not looking towards B.
Yeah, they are pulling that rotate off, leaving Kavi in showers, waiting for them to get that execute. And hearing that TP, Kavi knows he's just got to tuck, wait for Sky to come through, and then catching that Sky off guard. That's what I like to see.
Ooh, big trade. And now we're back to even odds, though. Phylosium, maybe he catches... Oh, I thought they caught him with the jellyfish. Nope. A little bit awkward there. And he's going to be able to get away. He's got the mollies. You've got to remember that the mollies are in the hands of Polnareff. A little bit of comms from the players there. Oh, he's not going to use it on the bomb. He's actually just going to use it to try to stall a little bit. It's going to punish him as well. 2v2 now.
Losing that showers control, getting that Deco kill. I think that Nick has this in the bag.
Oh,
Elliot not getting the trade on Nick.
I think it's fine. No way.
Oh, nearly sticking it, but missing out fraction of a second. That's unfortunate.
I hope that wasn't Owen because he's okay. It was Phylosium. Sadly, unlucky. You just gotta say unlucky. Move on. Keep that mental up. It happens to the best of us. A bit of a whiff, but it's okay.
UNCW falling behind a little bit. It's unfortunate.
But even they lost a round. It was honestly kind of an unlucky little whiff, but the way they're playing on B, I don't want to say it's better or worse, but it's generally what you see more often, where they're together usually.
Yeah. And you see that instead they're opting to take hookah control instead of
Mhm.
C long control, shaking things up. UNCW taking that control of A main, and then they have the rotate back. We see Nick ready for them to swing, trading himself.
This is really weird positioning though. This is so awkward. This is gonna be so awkward for RCNJ.
Yeah.
I have no clue what. A little bit of luck from Seeker's here, be able to get almost one. The timing was everything there. He had to just kind of pray.
Yeah, unfortunate. He was trying to take advantage of the classic when he was down guns. UNCW down 1, down 2, leaving just Owen in heaven.
He had to. You can't blame UNC for that whatsoever. They were in a really awkward position, and they didn't have the guns for the position they were in. So it's a good try from UNC. Really.
Trying to just stitch it with the
Ah.
defuse. Getting it half, really impressive. RCNJ just having more guns though. 1v4, not a whole lot you can do.
This is snowballing for RCNJ. I gotta say they've got 3 great alts that are about to be online, and they've got 2 more ready to go. And that's something that a lot of the time you forget, is that the ultimate, it's actually a bit of a problem on Sunset, which is why you saw some of those changes coming out. The snowball effect for the B site here in this case, RCNJ's, their entire util or ultimate lineup is exceptional. You can win rounds off that just one ultimate alone, let alone in this case where they could have 4 ready to go.
Absolutely. I mean, the sheer information that you can get off Seekers, and I'd say Seekers is arguably one of their worst alts with their lineup.
Ooh, Seekers able to get 1, has the ultimate online. This could be a hero play coming out. Able to get 1. He's still alive too. He's got to deal with almost
getting the flick down, realizing the sky was beneath him.
Very
he
close,
got 2 there though, didn't he?
He was able to get 2 there, yeah. But it obviously you need a miracle. You need at least like 3 or 4 there just to even make this a viable round.
They have to get the Deco here to have a chance.
He's flanking. Interesting.
Yeah, going through the TP, playing for the flank, maybe playing for a lineup.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah, but that is the investment of the alt, and around there they necessarily maybe no way. Oh my god, for a moment there, it looked like they were actually going to be able to get that diffuse, yeah.
Getting thrashed down might have secured it for UNCW, but it's rough. 1v3, not a lot of time left on the bomb. Getting Brim down early.
Surely not. There we go.
That's the second round that UNCW nearly had it. Close on the defuse, but just not able to pull it off. RCNJ playing off their util, just buying time. The offensive satchel there from them is something that I was seeing.
One off the Brimstone ultimate now as well. It's going to take a miracle for UNC to fight back on this. They've been really aggressive A main. That's the most immediate thing that I would expect them to change. I think Cypher's going to be off of B this time. He's going to go back to where he started, which was going to be on A side. Again, not something super common, but at this point,
we have a Viper's Pit going down C long here. Getting that ult, and then Nick getting that pick. Unfortunate for him.
You might have to just say GG go next with that, unfortunately.
It looks like RCNJ is committed to B site here.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. They're slowly starting to rotate back around. I'm excited to see how things shake up here.
The only chance they really have is the Cypher is on A side. Of course, they've got the troops down. And
you see Brodo working out of his ult, but falling there. Not looking good for UNCW. 3 ults online for RCNJ. I think it's pretty secure they've got round 2.
Yeah, this would be a Herculean effort from Owen if he's able to get something here. Can't really even farm ultimate. Gecko is fairly far off as well, so no shame in trying, but
yeah.
I mean, I guess you got to save that Odin. I'm not really sure how much their util is, or excuse me, their econ is going to hold up if he dies here. That's good discipline as well from RNJC.
Getting that peak with the Gecko flash there. RCNJ able to just close it out. going into this, UNCW has Cypher result. One off Brimalt, one off Stryalt, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to come back from this.
No, I mean,
you remember UNCW started last round with a Viper Pit on
yeah.
B site.
Raze has got the ult as well. Looking like it's going to be more towards A site. Generally, you see it on B side, but it's going to be another something I think that's definitely kind of characterizing RCNJ is their discipline. They're 12-7 up. They have four really good ultimates ready to go, and they're still trying to default, which is really good from them. They're not going to give UNC any chances. They're clearly playing well with their ultimates that they do have when they do have them, and there's going to be the first one.
Owen sees that Raze was playing in showers, trying to get that distance. Raze getting that zoning down.
Can he at least try to get one with it?
Dropping that denial Maui for Spike. UNCW just vying for the territory that they have. Owen lurking up through it, getting ready for them to start planting again, being able to dodge the flash. And UNCW is fully rotated over, clearing out Hookah. And then a taste of their own medicine. RCNJ rotating through teleporter. A to B, just like UNCW was pulling off last round.
It's winnable for UNC. That's really winnable for UNC now.
Getting that pick,
left alone, and it's going to be taken down.
RCNJ investing the Raze ult and being unable to capitalize off of it really gave UNCW that early edge.
Yeah, they're off the ropes now a little bit, at least as Brimstone says, but it's still even though obviously hopefully that gives them a little bit of a confidence boost for UNC, but it
the Brim ult and the Viper ult, either of those alone would be enough to secure a round on.
Yeah.
Having both. Not to mention the Mauis both provide. If they can just plant on site, play off site, dump util.
Maybe this is if we're talking about Caster's Curse, we are really ripping on UNC. Oh no. Yeah, maybe it really is kind of reverse Caster's Curse. The NCrane once again taken down, trying to farm that orb and is unable to do much with it. 4v5 UNC situation.
I'll be the first to say I play in a different stratosphere than our players.
Okay.
But
ooh.
I don't see them pulling this off here.
See Curse trying to get a little bit greedy there, I think, but almost trying to get one. Pulling her off, maybe securing the round now. A side is fully open for them with the Brimstone ult and the Molly. He still has it, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does. It is. Yep. This should be literally impossible for UNC.
There's the Viper ult.
We'll say it.
I would love to see UNCW come back and take this, but I don't see it happening. Viper ult, Brim ult.
Yeah, this near impossible retake. I think it's not going to definitely look like a 13-8. Do we know what third map is going to be if it does come out?
Sunset was one of the two options.
Gotcha, okay.
And it looks like it is going to come up. UNCW is up right now 1-0, but
yeah.
There's the Brim ult pretty early on. Elliot being able to get one, and then Brodo getting a second. 1v2. Could be
played with the satchel.
And you see RCNJ just util dumping it, waiting for the Viper Maui to drop.
Poor guy.
And then there's the Brim Maui just able to dump that util onto Spike. UNCW did better than I thought they would there, but it looks like we are going into map 3. I'm excited for it. I am leaning towards it being Sunset. I heard some talk about Sunset, but I don't have it confirmed.
Gotcha, okay.
It looks like it might be Ascent or Sunset.
Abyss.
Abyss! Throwing me off.
Talking about that last game though, I guess one thing in my head and I guess Neve was just proving me wrong every single time. You saw UNCW using those strats that are the more common strats, and in my view was B site on that won the game for our CNJ, where Neve somehow was able to continuously hold that hookah control, even though he was often going against in a 1v3 situation, and even sometimes with lesser util, lesser weaponry, he was still able to hold that. So they had a lot of trust in Neve holding that Sky, and it worked out perfectly for them.
Absolutely. It was a really close round, or close match, going back and forth in RCNJ's favor, then in UNCW's favor, until RCNJ was just able to creep ahead once they were on attack.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think, you always try to think, like, was it maybe a misplay or a kind of mispositionings from UNC, or was it, you know, kind of really good set pieces coming out from RCNJ? But I gotta say, there was a lot of luck. A lot of the timings didn't really go in favor of UNCW. That's obviously a cop out. Obviously, RCNJ played very well, but there were so many little situations where they were getting caught through smokes. But within that, you do have to give credit to RCNJ, where they were able to recognize those moments and capitalize off them. Obviously the B long shots come to mind, where immediately they realize they're trying to farm that orb, so let's not let them do that. And so yeah,
Getting
UNC
that
punished.
getting that pick on Nick on Beyond, like you were saying, and then the read that New had in Hookah, catching Nick off guard mid rotate, that secured them that round. They had a few really good reads on UNCW strategy.
Absolutely. One thing for Abyss, obviously the newest map, the meta still semi-developing, and more so in the off season. We saw it being played in Valorant Champions, less so than other maps. Obviously, you're going to see that a lot more. That's a lot more common when a map is new. So it's a lot of room for creativity, essentially here.
Yeah, there's obviously the old G2 controversy. I gotta ask what your opinion is on it.
I mean, it's interesting. That play actually goes all the way back. If you guys have played CS:GO, that was a common play where in some cases you had defenders and attackers, when they would lose that first round, just immediately just you know, jump off the map or kill themselves, just to deny any eco for the winning side. So it's not something brand new. It's been seen in TAC FPSs, but yeah, G2 was the first team to really try to stop that snowball by jumping off the map. So
now to fill in some of our viewers, on this map Abyss, they did something that hasn't been seen in other maps. On this map, you can jump off the map right off start and die. So G2, what they did was, on an eco round, they chose to just take the loss right off the bat and move on from there.
Another thing that you've seen from M80 actually, and you saw it kind of creep. It's interesting that it came out from VCL, which is the Challengers League, and then creeped up into Tier 1, where rather than doing that, rather than just immediately inting and you know, denying the econ, what M80 started to do was actually to wait until maybe 15, 12 seconds if they were on defense, and then start retaking, because it forces the attackers to come back, make sure that that bomb isn't defused. And in some cases, and actually a lot of those cases, M80 was able to farm a lot of the orbs, the kills, maybe even get some guns out of their hands. So that was kind of the response, and clearly what Riot prefers, which I think they probably don't want to see the pro players just jumping off the map immediately.
Absolutely. I think the strategy is there, but I think it's not as exciting to watch. It obviously has this big controversy when the first time it happens, but you don't get those rare 1v5 clips, or the comebacks when you just play off the map like that. I think there's both sides have a good point in it.
Well, I mean, we'll have to say, I doubt it happens here. It's obviously a rare shot. You only really saw G2 do it, so. But I don't know. I mean, any info on UNCW, how they play Abyss? Have they played it before? Are they comfortable on the map?
That's not one that I've seen them play a whole lot on. I have a feeling, I'm gonna say Astra's, our timer's running though. I have a feeling we're gonna see Astra on UNCW's side. That's one of their consistent picks so far. Okay. But Abyss is one of our choices. They probably banned our other choice, if I had to guess.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's surprising I haven't seen a lot of UNCW on this. I believe the last time we had a broadcast on Abyss, we ended up winning the round.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So got that the history. Either way, I'm also trying to think about the comps that we could see. It's Astra, it looks like it's going to be for on the UNC side, but a lot of the time we have seen ciphers come out. KJ, who else? KJ, Sage aren't super common. It's a lot of the mid flanking, the little bit of lurking that kind of is conducive for the cipher. So I would expect cipher. Yep, cool. Phylosium proving me right, maybe. Come on, RCNJ, prove me right, please. I love being right. Maybe not. Maybe if they actually, I'd be really surprised if they don't go cipher.
I see some hesitancy here. I'm surprised you don't see Astra on UNCW's side. Yeah. No Astra, period. Going for Omen instead. No, you see, I keep myself out of the thoughts on strategy for them. I just go by what I see in matches.
for sure.
So I'm caught off guard just as much as y'all.
This is incredible, though. This is an incredible comp from RCNJ. 0 Sentinel on Abyss. It is not super common. It is attack
Double
sided.
initiator, double controller.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what they have cooked up for this because obviously on the side of UNCW you have a very normal comp, nothing too crazy. The only thing that is a little bit rare, not rarer, but I mean they have a normal comp. I mean what can I say? The KO on other maps isn't that comp, but on Abyss he's been being used. So
It seems
I'm
pretty
curious.
standard.
I'm curious.
I wonder if UNCW is letting the timer tick down here to discuss after the previous round toss.
Probably. Yeah.
Taking that extra time when they can, just let it tick down, get every piece
Yeah.
of info that they can. Now RCNJ, UNCW 1-1. UNCW took it first on Haven, was it, for first rounds? And then RCNJ coming back on Vines. Closing it out on Abyss. I'm excited to see where we end up.
The only thing I see as well, Astra can be used as a sort of very low budget sentinel with the sucks with the concuss that she has, but it's tough because with the beauty of the other sentinels that you don't have to worry about timings, where like the cam catches them for you, the trips are there for you. Polnareff really has to be on it with the timings, and it's going to really depend. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I really hope to see some crazy strats.
I'm hoping so too. Looks like we have Astra lurking onto B, probably maybe trying to get that ult orb. Seeing how things develop here. You think 1-1-3 split with 3 going down A main? That's what it's looking like it'll end up being.
Usually as well, you do have that Cypher playing towards B side. If they do sometimes end up on A, that means A is almost off limits in some cases, but you never know. It's just such a weird comp coming out from RCNJW.
Yeah,
RCNJ.
you see Kavi and Owen taking that really early mid control, playing super aggressively. New backing off half health. Then Owen looking, waiting for someone to work up from getting that orb position. Kavi still playing super aggressively, waiting for someone to peek around that corner.
Ooh. A lot of util exchange in mid, a lot of shots exchanged well, but no kills just yet.
Absolutely. You see the blinds, but Kavi not being able to capitalize. A double shot dart, leaving RCNJ low on their post plant options. And then Owen being caught off guard, having util up there. Nick trying to take having control. Looks like RCNJ is going to take B site here. Elliot ready for them to come. Having control past danger, leaving the easy main side.
It's a 3v3 situation as well. They do have the retake cam, but Phylosium has to stay alive, and Kane puts him down.
Bombs down. But UNCW just 1v3. Getting bombed down there was really strong for UNCW.
Tall order from NCrane here.
A small detail you see there from New, planting the spike, taking a step off the wall, allows you to plant it higher up, making it a bit harder to defuse.
Very nice.
Just those small, minute details that you see from these players on the higher end of the skill curve.
For sure. But I mean, at this point, as long as RC and J kind of play together, it really should be impossible for our UNC, but they're kind of separating. NCrane's doing well to separate. He's able to find one. No. Oh, almost thought. I actually thought he got the headshot on the jet, but no. New puts him down now, and it's going to be 1-0 on the third map.
UNCW nearly had it for a moment. RC and J choosing not to play a 2v1, but instead two 1v1s nearly cost them, but they were able to both swing, get Nick down. Unfortunate, but he nearly had it.
Yeah, it was close. It was a good play from both teams. They had it a little bit of a weird exchange in mid and no kills being. They kind of just looked at each other for a little bit, but I don't want to read too much into the pistol round. Obviously, you want to have a bunch of different set strats for the pistol. So
no,
we'll have
to see Kavi going for the sheriff here, and RCNJ going full rifles, no pistols. If Kavi's able to get this early pickup,
that could have been something. Seekers could have gotten something a little bit there. It's a hard shot to hit, but you have to go for those risks.
RCNJ is looking to take A or B, just waiting for that to be able to capitalize off of. Seeker getting that kill on Jet. And they realize that at that point, RCNJ, they're facing 3 on site. looks like they're starting to realize that they have to rotate out, take another angle. UNCW is prepared for them. Not read from each other, not having the input low.
Looking at Crane's knife. That's going to catch Sova. And that's an initiator. That could clue him in a little bit. Hey, wait a minute. You know, usually initiators don't lurk. And he's going to hear the footsteps now as well.
And you see Astra going for that orb, still on B site, and then suddenly pulling off, hearing a UNCW running away.
Tantalizing gun here.
Nick choosing to take the shorty, letting Wingman run by him, and then UNCW has control of the bomb. RCNJ can't rotate anymore. 30 seconds. Not much they could do anyway. Nick going down, just not having the guns.
This is still winnable.
Oh, Owen nearly getting a pick through the smoke there.
Dang.
Remember, RCNJ does have a major gun advantage over UNCW right now. And then 1v4 just like that.
Yeah, that was a deadly round. It was for a moment. It was a dangerous round for RCNJ, but yeah, again they continue to show a lot of discipline there, waiting. They had the time, even though it was 30 seconds. They waited out and were able to find those kills and put that bomb down.
UNCW had a chance once they got bombed down with Wingman dropping it off there. You see RCNJ probably looking to play off their util, not trying to gain control of site, but just get bombed down and then pull off and play off bomb. Unfortunately, just not working out for UNCW.
They're also one off the Gecko alt. New is not going for an orb just yet, but if they get that online, it's a possibility if we see a 3-0 scoreline. And look at how deep Kane is actually.
Yeah, you see RCNJ has full mid control at this point. Nick and Brodo holding either side of it. RCNJ looks like they're going to go for a B push here in a moment. Elliot getting the kill down. And Brodo's just holding that, waiting for them. He can tell a B push is coming, trying to buy time for his team to rotate.
It's a lot of that's a lot of util to deal with for the post plan here. They've got that Astra as well. It's not impossible, but obviously they have.
Finally clears mid there, able to rotate out, really focus on site, realizing that RCNJ has full site control. We see Kavi getting a kill here, getting two with the tap strafe. And like that, UNCW taking the round, Kavi wrapping it up with 3. UNCW winning their first rifle rounds, taking it back.
Yeah, Seeker's also kind of going huge. I was a little skeptical there. For a moment, it almost looked pretty possible, pretty winnable for RCNJ, despite the gun difference. It was mostly that util that they still had online. Now Gecko's alt is gonna be online now, so that it can go either way. It's gonna be kind of the first real round of Valorant we have here on Abyss.
I'm excited for it. You see Kavi playing alongside of A. I'm wondering if we're gonna see a really aggressive updraft Knives here.
Oh, you think? Yeah, it could happen. We've seen both Seekers and Kane being hyper aggressive, and I think he will. He's already going to be out onto the A main side.
Not popping the knives though, keeping it down, and you see them engaging off Thrash from RCNJ running through with the blinds though. UNCW getting that counter util, huge for UNCW.
It was a bit preemptive that Gecko up, but they're not going to be making their way onto the side. No real information given, and that's going to be taken. Both smokes going to be taken out of the equation, and one.
Oh yeah, trying to control danger, but not being able to take down their Omen.
Nice. Wow, NCrane. Good molly. Almost held my breath for a second there. Oh.
Absolutely.
He made it possible with that molly, but running gun and the headshot as well. He's on for 3rd kill. Almost finds one. He's so aggressive, and he's going to be taken down. A beautiful play that it could have been, and Cat shuts it down.
Those are the moments I love to see. Kavi getting those 2 kills rapidly, turning that 3v1 clutch, nearly taking it. He's got that crisp aim. Sees the moment on his head immediately, just like that, but not able to pull it off. Still,
and you saw the decision making. Well, like immediately he's trying to predict where he's at. He's trying to look at it back into heaven in B main. But in this case, it didn't work out. But I mean, it would have been a beautiful play.
Now, Kavi, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's top 10,000 immortal right now for rank.
Wow, very nice.
Getting that recon dart from mid, trying to see what RCNJ is holding, what UNCW is holding down there. RCNJ taking that control.
Look at him. A free kill. Oh, a free kill. Okay. A free kill coming out from Seekers. Almost saw him a whiff a little bit, but yeah.
We see Kavi out here, Seekers going forward, playing aggressively with those
Much
knives, getting that
aggression.
updraft stash
Wow.
and not being able to secure it with knives. UNCW still has a chance here. They're down a little bit, but looks like the RCNJ pushing for B site while UNCW is reading A.
It's always good to have that aggression, but you can see a little bit might have overcooked to try to push into mid as. I mean, they
Absolutely.
had the crunch in top mid, but it was tough. It's.
I'm
I
surprised
mean,
we
you can't.
didn't.
You never could call Seekers not aggressive right now. I'm not trying.
Yeah. No, and it's good he's taking that space. No, I'm surprised we didn't see the Sova plant there. I think it was Jet that planted. The Sova could be up on
Oh,
ult.
yeah, good. Yeah, good. That would have been really kind of the discipline coming out again, but I think in this case, oh no,
Oh, unfortunate from Brodo trying to get that off angle on danger, just not working out. UNCW having to eco on this round. Unfortunate, but understandable with where they're at. I'm feeling the comeback. I'm hoping for it. We see their Omen has their
yeah.
teleport online, so we might see some fun plays with that.
So
Nick, though,
far as well, you can see the lack of a sentinel really kind of paying dividends for RCNJ. There obviously that's going to be any lack of a sentinel comp is going to be an attack sided comp, and in this case those double smokes as well. It's just shutting down so many of the sections of the site that it's making it really difficult for the retake situations.
Nick, I think he's searching here, trying to get an early kill or trying to get orb. We see Kavi getting a kill on
Big-
A. Nick still lurking on B, trying to get that orb, trying to get that kill maybe.
Oof.
Oh, and we have null command online from Nick. UNCW has this a really strong contention on this round. Omen's really lit up on their side. They're split, have A control, but UNCW just having that man advantage. The
Look
Omen
at how deep
TP coming in. I
Kane.
see what you mean. Kane
Easy kill.
taking that space.
Kane and Seekers has just been so aggressive this
Yeah,
entire game.
Seekers and
A lot
Kane
of space taken from both the players.
waiting for this Astro Orb to drop.
Ooh.
And then that double smokes really just keeping Kavi down there. Oh,
That
getting the
was it.
body from
That was it. He
Brodo.
needed that kill. Seekers able to find one though, but that was close. If he'd actually survived there,
Yeah,
he did.
absolutely. UNCW
But should
pretty
be
firmly
easy.
has this one
Nice.
in the bag. On the eco, all sheriffs coming out, giving some time for their team to be able to find vandals, find guns. Waiting on the defuse, getting Kavi that extra orb towards his ult. UNCW is looking really good coming here into the next rounds.
Yeah, you hope that be a bit of a turnaround round for them. They now have a little bit more options with the ultimates that are coming online. Not as effective the ults that UNC has compared to RCNJ, but it's still. I mean, when you have that KO ult, that null command, it can nullify a lot of things. So just having that one ult online can always be a little
And
bit of a godsend.
you can play super defensive with it to stall
Yeah,
time, or you can just play super offensive and take advantage of you having util and the enemy doesn't.
especially with that Sova ult. If it's KO Sova, that immediately nullifies that option of a post plant, just long range that they
Yeah.
have. That always a possibility. But here, a lot of
You see
kills coming out, going
Nick,
the way of
Brodo,
UNCW.
and Kavi all looking down main here, getting those early kills, going to a 5v3. Kavi baiting out like he's moved across danger, then taking it back, playing it safe.
It's calmed down a little bit though.
Yeah. I'm wondering if RCNJ is thinking about rotating at this point, but UNCW with their Sentinel on A.
I would think they would. So they have to, in this case, put a little bit of pressure somewhere else, or it's going to be immediately just a luck play. They could just try to hit B and they go run into the
Absolutely.
three defenders of UNCW. They're going to try to put a little bit of pressure mid. They could commit to the rotate. They could commit to the mid play, but it's going to be just luck in
Yeah.
this case. They just got to
You
hope that
see,
they hopped off site.
Brodo was holding danger, leaving them just main until Brodo had to go and peek both. We'll see if he goes and rechats it. He sees contact. We see Kavi, we see Nick running back, getting the kill on danger. And then Gecko goes down there too. This round's pretty solid for UNCW.
RCNJ really, they kind of just took the chance that maybe they rotated. They had no information
Yeah.
elsewhere on the map, and they just went into a 3-stack.
Trying to get the fake rotate. Now I'm curious if their Astra is going to peak here.
Well, it might into
And
4
lose in the
players.
last couple seconds. UNCW playing super
Ooh,
aggressive,
good
getting the
angle.
wall bang, costing RCNJ that extra econ on top of a loss.
Yeah. They've turned it around though. I mean,
Yeah,
well, actually, I guess it's a little bit early to say that, but I think
2
they haven't really
rounds
changed
and
much, which is the interesting thing. They haven't like
RC
the Cypher's still going to be on A side. You know, the Omen playing on B with the Sova. Like they haven't changed too much, and they've just started to win. So that's
RCNJ's fully, or not full eco, but they are ecoing. I have a feeling they cut down some of their util to get full rifles and full shields based on what I
gotcha.
saw them buying at first. You see UNCW leaving mid all open. RCNJ's peeking. They aren't aware that it's open. They've broken door. Jet may be able to come across, updraft into it. We see UNCW realizing that they are in mid. They have that control.
And you saw a lot of pressure in mid with those double smokes. That's able to be afforded by RCNJ because they have that Omen and that Astra, so they can pressure mid, even though if it's fake, where they didn't really, exec off it, they still have to deal with it. You can see Jet doing
Absolutely.
exactly that on the side of UNCW.
Kavi's
Bit of a
seeing that
duel.
Astra in mid, trying to take control of it. Few different angles.
Seeker dueling with Polnareff. Both going to trade a little bit of damage. Really going to go towards the side of Seekers, though. He's going to try to duel again, though. Doesn't
We
find
see
anybody.
the flank from the Jet going down to your secondary. Unfortunate that Nick wasn't going to be able to pull it off, but he did good. Was able to get traded there. Taking control of tower, getting Gecko, getting Silva, and it looks like UNCW 3v1 has site control, have spike. UNCW taking back that round. Now that was a really good flank from their Jet, being able to catch Nick off guard there.
Yeah.
And Omen just too many angles.
Jet, we don't talk about what happened. Sounds good. I think it was talking about was it a whip that came out, if I'm not mistaken?
So he missed a few rounds, then pulled out his Sheriff, and I think he missed 2 shots from the Sheriff. But the Jet also missed a ton of rounds, and the Jet had the advantage. She was surprising Nick. So
I mean, it happens to the best of us. That's always what I say with that. But
yes,
gonna move on.
My aim's not there. I'd lose 0-13 in 1v1.
I mean, aim trading or aim labs is free. Keep that in mind.
All right, we see
Going on mid.
Kavi and Owen out here, seeing that they're gonna go for the B or the door to A. Oh, and then we have RCNJ dropping fast. Kavi taking control. Kavi, Nick holding firm control of it. Nick peeking, getting the kill, dropping flash, and then getting final kill for the rounds. That was an excellent 3K. Good retake on mid control.
Well played, yeah. It was a bit of a hero play trying to come out from New once again, but he was close, but it didn't really work out, unfortunately. He was able to get one, so he's got his Gecko Walt up. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean UNC right now, at least for now, full in control. One thing that I did notice that the RCNJ side, they've been doing that mid aggression continuously with those 2 double smokes, but it has not been working out whatsoever. UNCW, despite feeling they should be forced to deal with it, they haven't needed to. In part because Seekers is all he knows that nobody's pushing up because how deep he is, but in some cases they've been kind of just it seemed like they've just been guessing, but
I think the reason that Kavi Seekers is playing so aggressively is that you notice that RCNJ has been consistently breaking the door. They have to play around that. And you see Elliot Philo out here. He hears the thrash. He realizes he has to give them the space. Just back off. Play the retake. You hear Wingman planting? And there we go. The Sova ult denying the plant. Buying UNCW that extra time.
That Astral's going to cut the site in half as well. Phylosium is going to go right into the headshot of an Omen. No, he survives. Oh, he survives a little bit longer than he should have. And now it's going to be a 2v2 situation.
Kavi getting the double kill there, bringing UNCW, having a very firm chance here.
They can't hear the bomb.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh my
that was
God.
close.
The ace from Kavi. taking it back. It was what, a 3v4. He got 2, bringing it down to a 2v2.
I think it. Yeah, we were talking about why is suddenly UNCW kind of in control of the map. I mean, we can see Seekers is 20-4 right now. Maybe that's the answer. A
Absolutely.
5.0 KD for him.
Or Seeker's Kavi playing in his element, really taking control of that mid space. RCNJ, they're doing this thing that I've seen in some VCT streams where they're trying to break door and just put that pressure on UNCW so that they can creep up to tower and they have to leave someone there on mid. See Owen's playing mid this round, and UNCW hearing that door break, realizing that it could be another A execute.
And Seekers, he's so aggressive. Here, he's gonna get punished, but
absolutely,
that's something that I think RCNJ should definitely have changed there, because they've been fighting mid quite a bit, and obviously they've kind of lost control of the map in this case. Now they're on the edge of the map. They caught Seekers out, and now they're finally up a man and maybe getting a win on the board again.
Omen 4 info, looking at taking Heaven control there, trying to dance around with this back row. They're looking for each other, trying to catch each other off guard, realizing that back row's running, playing it back. RCNJ is pretty locked into having to take A site control here. You see the Jet dash onto site. Elliot Philo just doing his best to stall, buy time, getting the Jet pick. Owen getting the Astro pick. UNCW really taking control. Owen dropping down here.
I mean, the round's not over yet, 3v3, but they do have that flank. Look at this deadly flank from Brodo. He hears everything going on.
Brodo realizes the flank is coming, decides to back up, give his teammates some time, and get the better off angle. Getting 1, getting 2. Beautiful. Come on, get the last one, get 3. Getting a little jump peek mid teleport. He's looking for last one, not sure where he is. And then we see Omen planting, getting that plant off.
It's not impossible. I don't want to discount.
I could see.
Wow.
If Soshi was able to get 1 in tower instead of in flash there, I could see it, but UNCW has had 2 really strong rounds. Kavi getting that ace, and then this round's Brodo getting the double kill, really just securing 2 strong back-to-back rounds. UNCW 1 and 4 in the first 5 rounds, but really taking it back 6 rounds in a row where they've been able to pull it off. Nick continuing to have that null commands. Out of null commands and Silva's ult, I gotta say, I would rather have null commands. I could be wrong, but
I do want to mention is that it really feels like UNCW is almost suffocating RCNJ. Every single round, except for this one, it seems, because they finally have the op in the hands of Seekers. But every single round, Seekers is pushing something. Every single round, it seems like Brodo's pushing something. So they have so much information right off the bat.
You see Owen and Seekers playing super aggressively for mid. Owen dropping down. RCNJ backing off, realizing they cannot play in this. Jet trying to take the off angle, catch Kavi off guard. Jet versus Jet. Rifle versus Op, and Kavi takes it. RCNJ plants Brodo not being able to deny the plant. NCrane getting 1 kill, waiting for the peek from their Omen to get the second, holding down null command, really punishing RCNJ. If Nick is able to stay up, keep this null command up, UNCW stands an amazing chance this round. We see Kavi going down, unfortunate for UNCW, and then just like that, it is just Elliot Philo getting 1, but losing the round.
Yeah, the first round that they didn't have that aggression, they went with the op in mid, and that was the first time they didn't push one of the edges of the map, or maybe in mid. They lose. So maybe, in the VOD review they'll kind of see maybe that was the case. But now we've arrived now at the Sentinel list defense. Double controller though, but let's see what they do.
We've been seeing a lot of play in Ven. RCNJ was consistently breaking door. I'm excited to see if our Omen ends up breaking door, putting that same stress on them. This is an interesting breakdown. Only 1 on A site to start, and it looks like UNCW is going to be going for a bit more of a passive push on mid. Curious to see if they go A or B.
It's looking like a 1-3-1 setup where they're probably going to pressure mid and just kind of see, because they, with that mid control, they can kind of just play off, kind of see what happens in the round. But again, look at the Kane and Seekers both characterizing their aggression. In this case, Phylosium's going to take him down for it.
Dodging that flash off the bat, getting that lurking kill on the Jet, super strong from Elliot. Great start for UNCW. Brodo trying to take that mid control. Looks like UNCW is about to execute onto A site, waiting for Spite to get there. 2 in tower. Brodo backing off, giving mid control to their Astra. UNCW's just waiting. They're all there. They should do the execute. Smokes down. Flash going out off the back of the map.
That dart is huge. That dart is going to be huge if it catches at least one. It does. Nothing.
Right,
no kills from it.
There's 2 in tower, trying to take backside control. Losing, dropping like fives. Nick and Elliot back here, trying to do a 2v3. Not able. Trading the wingman. Gacko really putting wingman to work. Nick having a chance, but not able to pull it out. There's Sova getting that 3K. That was a really solid round from both sides.
And RCJ especially, though, even though they lost, I believe it was their Jet that died first. It's still, you see how aggressive both teams are.
It was that amazing lurk, dodging the flash, making Jet feel secure, and then getting that kill from UNCW. New out here, trading his own wingman. It's a play I was doing on Raise with my Boombot. When you throw util down, gotta shoot the util sometimes, and sometimes you're able to just capitalize it, get that artificial 2v1 going.
Yeah. Another mid play. This case is going to be 4-man instead of the 3.
Yeah. information.
Oh, that's a quick kill. No, not a quick kill. Excuse me. A little bit of a quick util usage. No, it's a split. Oh, I see what they're doing. Yeah. Using that manpower, you might just be able to get shut down immediately. It's going to be traded quickly, but with 2 consolation kills, it's going to be a 2v4.
The fast execute, trying to get A, it was a great plan, but getting those kills up in tower really costing UNCW. Oh, Seeker might still. It's not.
This is winnable. Ooh.
And that wingman's swing again. Kavi did into, but RCNJ just holding it down 7-7. It's anyone's fast. 1-1 in the series, 7-7 in the store. I'm excited.
Again, yeah, we're of course going to be. We haven't seen any the wins in the. I don't think we've seen anyone win 3rd round, if I'm not mistaken, right? So
yeah,
the big thing, this should go the way of UNC. They should be able to farm some orbs. Obviously, get that bomb down.
For a fast B push, it looks like 5 and he's giving up that mid control. Looks like they might just be rushing.
I mean, and sometimes that's exactly what you want to do. Obviously, try to keep it simple. You know, you have the manpower, the weaponry in your hands. Sometimes it's just best to keep it simple and just exec, even if there are 3 players on site.
Yep. We see the updraft dash from Jet taking heaven control. Really vulnerable position, but it pays off, being ready to be traded, getting the pick, holding territory, and that updraft really just taking control of site. It was a bold move, but it paid off for UNCW. Choosing to drop down, play it a bit more safe. UNCW has bomb down, and it's a 2v5. Choosing to just play back, realizing that they have the manpower. They don't need to be aggressive. They don't need to take these 1v1s. They can just hold their angles, keep it locked down.
If anything, yeah, that's going to be really just an orb farming session for UNC, and they've now made it to 8. They are now ahead once again in this pretty much dead even game. But no, the big thing with there is obviously they just wanted to keep it simple. I don't know how much that's going to affect it, because even though they did have that weapon, the weapons in their hands, it was still 3 defenders on site, so they may just try to do the same thing. Oh yeah, they might try to just do the same thing.
5 Russian, same trip on the flank. RCNJ is looking at their playing really solid mid, ready to rotate A or B, and then no, they're sending some people B. It looks like they're going to go through danger on the UNCW ping side of things.
Up in the hands of Kane as well. If you notice, he should be able to shut down mid completely, but they're not going to be mid, and that's the result of not having a sentinel, where they're just going to just full bomb rush on site, because they can't hold anything effectively. They have to play for retake or immediately start fighting with that operator. And in this case, neither of those things happen, and that's UNC's site.
And you see Kavi taking that heaven control so quickly, getting the trade, and having Brodo trade him off. Really powerful for UNCW, having control of heaven, and then backing off it. Kavi going down. RCNJ has full heaven control here. Nick getting the pick. Owen getting the pick. 3v2. UNCW's favorite. Nick's watching heaven, waiting for him. Sees that he drops. And they're just going to swing together. UNCW pulling that off, playing their numbers, taking advantage of that.
This is going to be so hard for the defenders. I'm really curious if they want to try to use the mid aggression they can have, because again, they still have those two controllers. They have to play retake. They have the two initiators for that as well. If they try to hold site, it's going to be a bit of a gamble, because if it's really tough for RCJ, I think, right now.
You see Kavi is just dominance here, 25-9, pulling into his element here. He has it down. UNCW has some ults coming online here. Next rounds they'll have a couple more. They're in a really strong position, econ-wise.
Yeah, when your duelist is 25-9, that doesn't help, or that helps you quite a bit. Oh, they've read it correctly. Actually, New starting to explore a little bit, and he's going to find the rifles of 4 UNC members. Oh, he's able to find one though. Kane takes one down. Trade should be able to come out into the hands of UNC.
B-site, you think 2 down, they'd have an easier chance, but all 2 of RCNJ, they're still alive on site. Kavi getting the kill fresh out of concuss, I think. And then UNCW recognizes that they just have the superiority. They're playing super aggressively, trying to find Cat, C, at D. Cat peeking. Kavi missing a couple shots, but now they know where they are. UNCW playing their bodies, playing super aggressively, getting Cat down. Now, I think RCNJ ecoed that round, and their economy's still kind of rough going into this next one. They're able to buy with full util, but UNCW is just getting that absolute advantage.
Another result of the lack of the Sentinel is that you have to spread out a little bit. You have to kind of be ready to spread around the map, because you don't have that luxury of maybe, a chamber trip, a cipher trip that immediately tells you, okay, it is impossible for them to be on this side of the map, because that chamber trip is still up, right? But in this case, they have to spread out. They have to be wary of that lurker, of somebody being very late, and so that's spreading them thin, even though they have those double controllers.
All right, we see Kavi going for that same execute onto heaven. It's worked out for him in the past, but you see Kane was just ready, shutting him down. Unfortunate. But you see there's 4 stacked on B. UNCW has sight for free. Sova's in mid, but UNCW has put such dominance on B that they're still staggering. Have only just now realized that they need to rotate back, take A control. UNCW playing super aggressively, realizing that they have this chance, throwing the flash, taking control.
Ooh, big.
Getting a double kill, not pulling off the trade, but instead getting 2. Super impressive from RCNJ. Nick just playing it defensively, trying to buy some time. Getting 1, almost getting the second. Okay, come on, Owen. You got this. 1v2, but you got util. Just play time. Don't let them push you.
No way.
No way. Getting the pick and then popping off. That's the fucking round.
That's it.
That is fantastic util usage from Owen. Having both shot darts up though as well. RCNJ had to play aggressive into that, and Owen just getting that kill on Owen really Owen getting that kill on Owen. Owen getting that kill on Omen really just securing it for UNCW.
And one thing I've been saying how they have to play for retake, but it's unfortunate. RCNJ is just, it seems like they aren't winning it. It's kind of the only play they have is to play for that retake, that double controller setup where you can use Astra as an initiator, but it's just not working out for them. They aren't able to get back on the site.
They have full ult, so we're seeing an immediate jet knife here from Seekers and Kavi. They're 1v1 in jet knives. We'll see who's and Kane realizing the threat of Kavi, going for the right click on jet knives. UNCW pushing through past danger, taking this corner, no util swinging, 3 people shooting our Omen, but Nick holding heaven. It's pretty even split. I like seeing the battle of 2 duelists. Jet knife versus
Owen.
jet knife to start. Owen out here getting that super impressive flank. Taking tower, Nick and Owen getting that 2 front attack there. Even if Nick wasn't able to get those swings, Owen getting that flank, like you said, UNCW has really pulled back here. 5 wins in a row. I was hesitant at first, but they are pulling it back. Really, I've seen excellent util usage from everyone on the team.
Yeah, and you saw Owen abusing the fact that they didn't have anybody to cover flank, and yeah, they died to that. I fully expect UNC to just immediately just bum rush the site. Really, no reason to do anything else in this case. Obviously, they don't have the ults, but I mean, it's been working out this far. Their retakes their post plants are exceptional. Now they're going to make their way towards A.
Absolutely. UNCW going for this A push. Omen getting that back site control. Choosing to go for info, not commit to it. Kavi out here not being traded by the wingman, able to get wingman down. We hear Thrash popping, backing up, Seeker, Kavi taking out Thrash. Huge advantage for UNCW. I think this is it. I don't know if RCNJ comes back from this. Kavi gained one, but getting traded, unfortunately. Nit trading Kavi back and forth, flashing yourself, but UNCW has site control. 2v1. They might have this. And there goes Dizzy. Wingman's already got.
Oh!
And then there's it for UNCW, 13-7, winning the best of 3 series. That's what I like to see from my team. You see that 29-12 Kavi really just holding it down. Super impressive stuff. You really see, I see him in the lab so often, putting in those hours, getting that grind set down. I might try getting Kavi in here. Ask him. I know we wanted to talk to him about that bind question. I'm gonna see if I can get him in here for an interview. But
yeah, I'm also curious to see some of the how they were calling on Abyss when they realized obviously they don't have that Sentinel. They were probably very like we saw them just happy to just immediately start fighting for site. So yeah, let's see if we can talk to him. One thing is it's UNC played exceptional, especially in that third map. But I in a weird way, I wish we could talk to RCNJ to see what they had in mind with the double controller setup. But they clearly had some setups ready to go. But in this case, it didn't really work out.
Yeah. New, especially from RCNJ, they were on it. They had some really good reads. They did have a live stream up. I don't remember their handle, but if you want to go see their perspective on the VOD, see both sides of it, I'm gonna go back and watch it. This was a really close game. I could see it going either way. Now I am going to pull Kavi in here, get this interview going. Now, let me have one moment, but all right, Kavi, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
We got some real hot moments tonight. Now, something we were wondering about on binds, there was a round where he jumps through teleporter towards B, and then you were able to jump into bomb. We were both curious if you were intending to die there or if you're trying to save.
Oh, so yeah. I can explain that. So basically, if you save and you lose the round on defense, you'll get like less money. I think it's like 1,000 versus like 1,800. I'm not exactly sure the numbers, but you just get less money if you save. This is like to balance the economy, so you don't like infinitely save. You know what I mean? So me dying there gives me more money.
Okay.
And I knew that the bomb would explode and go there. That's why I was looking for a kill first, and then I just like ran into the thing.
Okay, so you knew the bomb was going to extend through TP and all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Having that such precise map knowledge. Now I know I have something I want to talk to you about Abyss, but I'm gonna let Noble ask you any questions they might have. We saw some really solid gameplay.
So on Abyss, we saw RCNJ have the lack of the Sentinel. We saw you just infinite aggression, whether it be mid, whether it be the edges of the map. Was that a decision based off of the lack of the Sentinel? Like, where was that aggression coming from?
Honestly, after bind, my coach was like, a lot of you guys are playing a little scared. We beat better teams, but those guys were actually really good for their rank. I'm not gonna lie, like they played very well. But we beat like plenty of higher ranked teams with like better mechanics. So they're like, you guys just need to swing with confidence. I kind of took it seriously. And I'm also on 4 hours of sleep because I was studying for my test. So I may be a bit like, I'm on caffeine right now. So I was just like, okay, I'm just going to run it down. And, I get a kill, run back. Maybe I overheat sometimes. But for the most part, that's what I was going for. Just get a kill, run back.
Absolutely.
Type thing.
And then my second question, the on attack, again, lack of Sentinel, maybe it was the Red Bull or the whatever you took. But the way I interpreted it is that you guys again saw that lack of sentinel, and if you want to actually say, I'm not sure who the IGL is, but you saw that lack of a sentinel, and we're like, you know what? There's no reason to not just hit site, hit site, hit site. Where you start a little bit of a default at the start, but were you thinking about just going site every single time on Abyss on attack, or was there any thought in that?
Honestly, after pistol round, we just kind of figured it out. Like, we figured that B was their weak side. The way that they're playing it was like, it just gave us too much space, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we took that and, we just ran at them basically. And then we faked that one round, and I got blinded by KO, and then, but it worked out. I think
Yeah.
I won that round.
I remember the rounds that you faked it, and you did that super aggressive updraft dash to take Heaven.
Yeah. I love doing that. I just want to take aim duels against them because I have a lot of hours on aim trainer. So
you have
basically,
the aim. It showed you were able to get those quick 1v2s down pretty consistently. And then the rounds where you got the ace with knives, fantastic.
Oh yeah, that was lucky. I was lucky.
It worked out though.
It did.
The one duel that I really liked seeing was their jet with knives versus your jet.
Oh, yeah, our little dogfight.
Battle of two fighter jets out there, both going at it, and they were able to just secure it, getting that right click, choosing to play it a bit safer to knock you down there.
Yeah, I was trying to judge him, and I lost him in the smoke, and then he just found me before I could find him. I got jet diffed there.
Hey, it was a really solid fight. We saw a ton.
It was funny. I was laughing when I was fighting him. It was so funny. But yeah.
Well done though. Congrats on the 2-1 win.
Thank you.
I lost some faith sometimes, but y'all consistently came out with some really good plays. I know that New on their team had some really good reads on what y'all were up to, but overall, you guys were able to change things up and just keep nailing down what was working for you, changing up what wasn't.
Yeah, we locked in at the end there for sure. Yeah, they played very well, especially on bind. They kind of completely countered our play style, which is really good of them.
Yeah, that was very interesting seeing how back and forth it was at times. I think bind was that same way, neck and neck through the whole thing until the very end.
Yeah, 100%.
Y'all were a big fan of that A rotate through teleporter to B, and it worked out. New catching Nick off guard that one rounds though.
Yeah,
that was unfortunate.
They did really good, especially for their ranks. Really good.
Well, hey, Kavi, it's been a pleasure having you here. I'm sure you want to go celebrate the win with your team. Thank you for coming onto the stream here. We appreciate it. And congrats on the win. That was really solid.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, hey, have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your win.
You too.
All right. Well, I have found out that we've been playing Rocket League this whole time, apparently. Unfortunate. Just before the stream started, we had our stream technician's desk collapse in on itself. So 10 minutes before stream start, we're frantically setting up on another side of the room. Unfortunately, that slips through the cracks, but hey, I'd say it was a really solid game. Back and forth.
Yeah.
I love seeing it.
It was a fun game for sure. No, I always like to see map 3, of course. Always a little bit more on it.
Always having a sweep's nice, but when it goes neck and neck, map 3, 10 rounds in, and it's anyone's game, it's fantastic. I love seeing just really close rivalries. And RCNJ, they weren't able to pull it out, but I think they played really well. UNCW, though, cleaning up, having some fantastic highlights. Well, it's been a pleasure having y'all tonight. I think we're going to tune out here. Now, on Thursday, we are playing MTSU Wings in Rocket League in the CCS League. It should be one of our best games of the season. They are undefeated, 5-0. We are 4-1, number 2 in the league, facing number 1 in the league. I'm excited for it. Should be fantastic. I know we have some casters coming in from C3, Carolina Collegiate Clash. That should be a fantastic broadcast. Starts at either 7 or 8. Keep an eye out on UNCW Esports on socials for when that stream is coming out. But Noble, you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, I mean, yeah, thanks for having me. I actually, I'm a guest caster technically, so yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me come on. And yeah, it was really fun to cast this game. Really happy it went to map 3 and looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, the technical knowledge that you brought to casting was very much so appreciated. It's been an honor having you on the stream, and thank you very much. All right.
Thank you guys.
Well, it's been Vi from UNCW. Hope y'all have a nice night and soar high.